But hey, if you want to ride that
Yet you tell it all your
down,
exes were
then you
bad.
could go ahead and why you ain't tell me you was recording?
Who?
But anyway, if you want to ride that ride, then you go right ahead.
I'm
I'm just gonna
saying
be
I
honest.
don't care.
I just did
Why?
not.
I just wouldn't
But
care
I
if
think you
my
counted
ex went with
everybody that you
No,
dated,
in that way.
Denise, as
Like,
an ex. Are you
if
counting everybody that you dated as an ex?
everybody that I cared about,
Not you. I'm talking to Denise.
oh,
everybody that I cared about.
Oh,
I got children with
see,
people.
I would see.
I have
Yeah,
had like
see,
long
it's only
relationships.
yeah. I don't have. No,
Huh?
even I got girls that I used to mess with that I cared, but they wasn't like my exes. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't consider if we just was fucking around and went on a few days. I don't consider that exes for real.
No, I'm
That
talking
ain't.
about
I've
somebody I
considered. I'm talking
dated,
about
dated for
serious against
years.
relationships.
I
Like
was with them for
you that's-
years.
there's a difference between dating and being in a relationship, though.
Yes. What you mean? Well, if I was in a relationship with them for, I don't think I could date somebody for years. I mean, if we just going out, then I don't even count you. Who are you? But if I'm dating you, we're exclusive. Me and you are together for years. Then I
Your
count that.
dating is always exclusive. Okay, okay, I got you now. That makes sense.
Yes, me and you
well, you're
are
casual
together.
dating if
You
they're
are my
dating.
man. I am
No,
your woman. We living
because when I say
together.
that,
We're doing all of that.
oh, okay, I got you.
That's an
Yeah,
ex.
okay.
That's an ex. That's just not somebody who I went out with. That's an ex. An ex of mine is somebody that was my man.
And you said you had 9 for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
So you've been in serious relationships since you jumped out the
Since
porch,
I
basically.
started having relationships, all the way up
Yeah,
until 3 years ago when I
yeah,
said, "Listen, fuck that shit."
yeah.
I
See,
never
I'm
had
the
a break.
opposite.
I never
Yeah,
had a
I'm the
break.
opposite.
When I would break up with somebody, you know what I'm saying, and I call myself on my healing journey, and then somebody would come right in, want a relationship. We in a relationship for years. The first time I ever had a fucking bedroom to myself was some years ago.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can kind of see your perspective from that now. Because mine is the opposite. In my younger years, it wasn't. I wasn't in no serious ass relationship. Well, I'm lying to my younger years because I got married early, but
Right?
um,
I'm like, what?
You got married
You was
early.
in a serious relationship for a long time. That's why you ain't even got no other ones.
right. But I'm saying I wouldn't count the women in between there and before there as serious partners because it wasn't like that. You see what I'm saying? Because when I want to be in a relationship, I take it serious. You dig what I'm saying? It just be me and that one,
Right.
and they last for a long time. So I haven't lived long enough to have that many.
But my thing is, okay, I was with this man for 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Um, you know what I'm saying? Our relationship ran its motherfucking course, baby. It ran its course. Now, when I broke up with them, did they become better men? Did they do, this, that, and the other, get themselves together, all this shit? So yeah, some of them did. But I would never go back to them because our relationship ran its course. I was already with you. We already did all of this. The
Remote.
most I could do is be cool with you, be a friend. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. I never will. It's over. So I don't understand why I would care. Like, why would I care who you're fucking with?
I just tried to explain it to you. It got so it's more so for me. It would be more so because the see I don't call everybody friend either. Like I'm particular about who I call a ex or a girlfriend. I'm particular about who I call a friend. So if you're my friend, if somebody that I'm considering a real friend, like I said, they would know all about this ex because we would be sharing these type of stories and
Information.
what I'm saying with each other. So
But
when you
I mean, like, this is my thing. I can understand if I just broke up with this person and now you're dating. Of course, you're gonna be like red flag. Like, what the fuck? what the fuck, right? But when I have not only been so removed from this person that I am now married, happily married, which means that I took the time to get to know this other person, love this person, and want to spend the rest of my life with this other person. I don't have nothing to do with nobody else's relationship after that.
True.
I don't have it. It's not, but that's what I'm saying. It's not. I don't think that's what I'm looking at. I'm saying I'm looking at the context of our friendship.
Ain't
If,
no
like I said,
friendship.
if that's where I thought, that's where I fall in line to where Lindsay's saying, if you are my friend, like my no shit friend, then you've heard about this ex. I've told you stories about this ex. I've shared information with you that we shared and shit like that. So you have all this shit, right? And so now you would, for you to even like, let's say you didn't know who she was, like, because my first ex is, it'll be 10 years since I divorced next year, right? So if I meet like somebody I met within the past 5 years or whatever, that's my friend or whatever, don't really know her like that, but they've heard of her or whatever. Why would you even want to do that? Why would you want to be in that relationship with this
But
individual?
how is
You
Because
this
see what
your
I'm
how
saying?
you
friend
get
if he ain't
along
never
with the
heard of?
individual?
You say what?
Because you get
How
along
is
I
with
it?
that
said they. I
individual.
said he heard of her. I said he don't know her
Oh,
though.
he heard of her, but he don't know her.
Yeah.
How is it your friend?
What you mean? Because my ex stayed. My first ex stays in Kansas. I've been in Georgia since 2013.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
constant.
So this,
Yeah.
you in
Yeah.
different two different areas.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Well, that's kind of a difference, but still, if he figure out, oh, you used to be with her, and he just say, well, I'm gonna go and get with her since y'all ain't together no more, and you happily married, then
You know,
still where that friend word come in at, I don't get it.
that's
I'm
what
trying
I'm
to
saying.
understand what does that have to do with him being his friend?
So, it got a
That's what
lot
I'm
to
trying
do
to
with it
understand.
because you know.
What
Okay. So hold on. So
you no longer are
we
fucking
know,
with this nigga.
motherfuckers. We know couples communicate and communicate often about friends, family members, whatever. So that's just an awkward ass situation to be for me. I don't know about anybody else. That would be awkward. If I was dating one of my friends' exes, she would be, what kind of how are we communicating? What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be keep talking about when you dated this motherfucker, or you know what I'm saying? Because past shit comes up when you dealing with somebody that's been in a relationship before. And if one of them
Okay,
is
so
my
then
friend, I don't want to be hearing this shit. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
so then this is what I don't understand. Do y'all not get along with your exes? So for instance, my baby fathers, right?
Hmm.
I get along with their women. I get along with his baby mom and the person he in a relationship with. She done came to my daughter's her
That's
baby
kind of
shower,
different though.
came to the birth of the baby, everything else, right? We can be
Yeah.
cool. So you can talk about him all day. I don't give a fuck. So
Yeah, like
that's
I
okay.
get along with
But
my
somebody I
ex-wife's
know
exes.
dating him is awkward.
No, but look, they're not my friend. So look, so like my second wife, right? Her baby's father, right? That's my stepdaughter's dad. I get along with bro. You see what I'm saying? Like we cool as fuck,
But that's because
but
children
that's not
involved.
right. But that's
Yeah,
not he wasn't my friend. You see what I'm saying? I
yeah,
met him through her.
yeah,
You dig what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like, and I understood they had a child together, all that. So that's a little different situation. She introduced me to the nigga. You dig what I'm saying? And or any of her exes, I would have got
Cause I'm just not understanding.
because it's a
I don't
difference.
know. Maybe it's just me. But do not give a fuck about my exes. And I do not give a fuck who the fuck date them.
Nah,
I'm so far
like
removed from that.
I love all my
I mean,
So
exes.
I'm not understanding
like
how somebody is not your friend if they like or if they are better suited for
especially
It's
somebody who you once gave a chance to. Especially if I'm married. 100%, especially if I'm married, because I'm telling you right now, if I'm married and my husband is perturbed
See,
Yeah,
but
about
you
his
said
friend
used to
dating a bitch
fuck.
he
That's
used to fuck.
different. He shouldn't be.
Nigga,
That's a
motherfucking
different.
go out there and be in the streets.
But yeah,
I
he
don't
still
give a.
got
That's
you
all
No,
that
for
she
stop,
is. She your ex.
stop,
You're
stop.
married.
No,
That's all that she
that's
if
is.
not true.
It's a
That's
bitch
not
you
what an
used
ex
to
is.
fuck.
An ex.
If that's not true, then you
That's
shouldn't have
some
been
Carl
married to
Thomas
me,
shit.
baby.
What? What? An ex is not a bitch just you just used to
If
fuck,
you
though.
are harboring that kind of feeling to
I'm
where
not
your
harboring
marriage
shit.
don't even matter
Right.
no more. Your internal shit is bothered by somebody else's fucking
Right.
relationship.
My
You don't
marriage.
need to
I'm
be
not.
married to
Listen,
me.
no, stop. Why are you trying to
You
make it seem
don't need
like
to
our
be
marriage is
married
gonna
to
be
me.
rocky? You see, look, see, you the one that's putting it on your marriage. I'm
should
perturbed at my
You don't
friend.
need
I'm
to
not.
be married to
Listen,
me
listen,
if you're
listen.
bothered
How?
by
What?
somebody else's relationship.
What?
You're saying
I'm
somebody like
talking
that
about.
person
So you saying I shouldn't
is a
cherish
friend?
my friendships because I'm married to you? That don't even make
You
fucking
should
sense.
not give a fuck about who your friend is dating. And why is that bothering you when you're happily married to me?
What do you? Because it would affect me in some type of way. Like
Why?
Lindsay was just
It
Why?
shouldn't.
Why?
You
You
should be
married
how?
married.
How can it
You
not? I
happy.
just
You
told
should
you.
not be married. If you have
That's not
unresolved
true.
issues with your love
It's
life,
not an
you should not
unresolved
be
issue.
married.
Listen,
It is
it's
unresolved issues because
dissolved,
you're bothered.
resolved. It's over with. That's not the point. So
It's
look, I got
unresolved
listen. How about this, honey?
What?
I was done with that person, right? I X'd them out of my life. They're X for a reason. You bringing this motherfucker back around me.
That's what I feel.
You
That
did
I
what I'm
don't.
saying?
If
What are you talking
them
about? I
being
wasn't thinking.
around
So
you bothers you, then
it
you're
don't
not
bother me.
over
That's
it.
just the fact that they are
Ignoring,
around.
hey, listen,
Fam, you're
something.
not listening.
Ignoring something is not being over it.
Hey,
You
I
pushing
didn't
it
say
to the
ignoring.
side,
I didn't say
you
that.
running
I didn't
away
say that.
from it. It's not
I didn't
dealing
say that.
with the situation.
you supposed
That's
It's
not
to
what.
not.
let him know, hey man, hey, take her on back over there. You can do whatever you want to do with her, dick.
But that's
Bring
my
her
point.
down
So
here.
that's to what Lizzie's saying is going to affect the friendship that you have with the individual that's dating your ex. Because now you're telling that individual, "Hey, man, I understand we friends or whatever, but I don't want no parts of that." You dig what I'm saying? So they gonna have to go over
But
there.
guess
So now you,
what? So how is that any different than when you don't like their ex? When you don't like the person they with? How is that any different?
because we don't have a
They
person
are
with
you
still
say
your
what?
friend,
don't have a
even though you
personal
don't like who
connection
they're
with the
with,
person
and you
you're with.
tell them, I don't want that person coming around. You
Ah,
can
well,
come
that,
around, but
well,
I don't
that's
like
It
the
is the
person you
same
with.
thing, but you the
it ain't
one
no
that's
real
putting it on your
connection like
marriage.
that.
It's no different. You the one that put it on your marriage, though, honey. You did that. You
Because
making it about the
why
marriage
are
that you're
you?
currently in.
Because you're telling me
Just like what you
that
just said,
bothered.
honey. It's just like the example you just said. It's the same way as if I never even been with the person that you with now, but I don't like the fact that you with them because they're not good for you. That's no that. What the fuck they got to do with me and your marriage?
Because
It's the
you're
same
sitting here
thing.
saying fuck your friendship because of it. You're not saying, I mean,
I'm
that's
not
still my
saying fuck the
boy, but
friendship.
he
I said
can't
it was.
bring her around. You saying that's not no
I
longer my
did.
friend.
So
I
if
didn't say that. I didn't say
I was
there's
in,
no longer
hold
my.
on,
That's
wait a
not what
minute.
the fuck I said.
So, okay, let me say this. So if I was in a mentally abusive and triggering
Don't move the
relationship with somebody,
goalposts, man.
you decided to take my ex, bring that person around me. No,
You're
I'm just being
definitely
real.
moving the
Bring that
goalposts.
person around me. I
We're
have
not
to
talking
interact with
about
this
nobody
person on
That's
bringing
some
different,
nobody
level.
though,
around
Lindsay.
you.
That's
We're
different,
not
though,
talking
Lindsay.
about that. We're
That
talking
is.
about them dating.
That's a
That's
goalpost.
So
Because
different.
we not just saying.
You
We
don't
not saying that. We not
your ex
saying that
getting
you.
with your friend.
You don't
That's
We
have
what
not.
it's
to be
about.
with this
Your
person.
ex getting
I'm
with your
going to
friend.
birthday party. You're gonna have birthday
And
party.
guess
You're
what?
gonna have
You
events
guess
in your
what?
life that I'm gonna
You
come
won't
to.
go. You won't go because you don't like who I'm with. But that should
Right,
have nothing
and
to
that's gonna
do
affect.
with
Right,
you
so
Who
that
being
would
my
affect.
friendship?
friend. That should
That
have nothing
does.
to do with you
Friendship.
being
If
my
I
friend.
wait a minute, let me talk.
That's cat.
I'm used to be if we are close and we do a lot of shit together, we have a lot of common interests. Now I can't do those things with you because the person that you wanted to date is triggering to me. That affects my friendship, which goes back to
No.
who
Why
my
are
boy.
you so
That's
It
invested
my
in
really
your
fucking
shouldn't
friend's
though.
relationship?
yes, it
It's
is.
this,
If you
honey.
done
You
with
just
somebody,
gave
then
the
you done with
example. It's the
somebody.
No,
same
I'm
as a
not.
motherfucker.
Listen, no. Because she's saying that I can't date you. I mean, I can't go out and kick it with my friend because of who she dates. Make it make sense. You wasn't going out with who she dates before.
No, some people. No, that's why I was just trying to give you the example. It's the same as your homegirls not liking the nigga around when you dealing with him.
Okay, but they
It's the
would
same
still be
thing.
your
Whether
homegirl.
they
They
fuck with
just
him
don't
before or
like the
not.
nigga you're
Right,
dating.
but that still
So why
impacts your
now are you saying you're no longer my friend?
honey. I didn't say that you're no longer the she maybe said that, but that's not what I'm saying. Y'all may still be friends, but the friendship will have a change in it. It's
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 gonna
not
have
gonna
a
be the
change in
same.
it anyway because your black ass is married.
Well, duh. But that's what I'm so all I'm saying
You
is that there's
forgot
gonna be
that?
a dynamic shift.
You
No, I didn't
forgot
forget
that?
nothing. You
The
keep trying to
friendship
put it on a
already
marriage.
was different because you're happily married and I'm single. Okay, so already we ain't doing a whole lot of shit like we used to do because
That's
you're
Right.
not
married
necessarily
and I'm
true.
single, right? So now I go off and I'm dating who I'm dating. You're mad at who I'm dating because that's used to be somebody you dated, but you're happily married.
I'm
But
not
you're mad
mad.
at me. Now I can't be your friend.
Mad is the
You
wrong
can't
word.
be my friend because of who I'm dating while you are happily married.
Mad is the wrong word.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Get the fuck out of here. This is sounding crazy as shit. And y'all are sitting up here saying this is right. This makes no sense. Well, you can't be my friend because that person you're dating is triggering. Nigga, if you was dating somebody who was fucked up, that would trigger me too. But I would still be your friend.
I'm shifting.
What
It
kind of
just
shit?
and it will
He
be
would
kind
no
of and
longer be
it
my
would just
friend.
it would just be and it would just be kind of weird. Like I said, you knowing that I was in a serious relationship with this motherfucker. I shared all this different shit or whatever. Like that I just think that's a weird ass dynamic. I didn't say that we not friends no
But
more.
that's not
I just wouldn't
always the
I'm not
case, though.
Cut him
I
off.
don't
Always
want to
the
go
case. Like I
listen.
said, if I have exes from before, I even know
I
some of
know
my
how I am.
friends.
I know how
I
I
know
Cut
you
him
am with
off.
my
well. I didn't know
with the
you
women that
then.
I'm in a relationship with. I don't want to go behind no nigga. That's my
Thank you,
friend. You see what I'm
brother.
saying? I don't
See, I don't
I don't want to go behind no nigga. That's my friend.
go behind
See,
nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I don't understand the concept of
Okay.
somebody actually dating your old friend that's supposed to be your friend. That makes no sense to me.
Right,
That's weird to me.
Like I
right.
said, if you're
That
married,
now that's what
I'm
that's
not
where I'm at.
understanding
stop trying to
why
put
you
my
would be
marriage on
so
the line because it
perturbed
don't have nothing to do with
by
my marriage.
somebody else's.
But the
But if
marriage
you're
happened,
married, why
so
are you
why
worried
did
about
Because
what
I still
somebody else
have
is
friends.
dating?
Me being married does not uh
that
negate the fact that I have friends that I care about. What are you talking about? That has nothing to do with nothing,
I
honey.
think
You
we've
trying to
all
put
had
it
a
on
friend
the
that's done something crazy that
you
made us
trying
look at that friend differently.
you trying to put it. It's just
Yeah,
not. It's
right.
not about me being married.
Because
It's about my friend.
because your
You see
whole
what I'm saying? I
problem
About
care
with the
about that
something
friend.
that
friend,
I don't
Me being
have
because
with
your
married,
whole
now I'm
problem with
married.
the
What
friend
does
is
my
who
marriage
they're
have to do with
dating.
my
that would be
friendship?
whether I fuck with them or not. I would have sometimes I can think that my friend should be with this girl or that girl, whatever, whether I fuck with them or not. We all be concerned about who our friends are fucking with. What are you talking about? If we care about them for real like that, if they
So
are
do
really
you
our
stop being
friends.
their friend because you don't like who they're
No,
dating?
why you keep saying stop being? I keep saying I'm not saying
Because
stop
that's
being that
what
friend.
y'all keep
I
saying.
just said it's
You're
a
not
little
my
weird.
friend. I can no
No,
longer be your friend.
well,
I'm
I
the
didn't
only
say
one
that.
who
I
said
didn't
that
say
as a
that.
male.
I'm the
I've
I
one
said
didn't.
it.
that said I said that.
I
Himmy
didn't say
never
that.
said that. Yeah,
I'm
Himmy.
saying
I
I
don't
don't have
have any
friends.
friends that's
Period.
gonna date
It's
my
either
ex.
family
Man.
or associates or none.
I don't
but
know any of
but
my
that's what I'm
friends that
saying.
just want to date my
Your
exes.
family.
That's weird.
Watch this, Matt. Your friends that's I mean not your family that's not blood related. Those were your friends at one point, right? So wouldn't you think it'd be weird if they were fucking
Associates.
with one of your what you mean associates?
It's my associate. It's either family or you not or associate or
I'm
you
saying I
nothing.
just said family that's
I
not blood
heard what you
related.
said. I heard what you said. And that shit won't affect me. If you want to go fuck with somebody that I used to fuck with, that motherfucker is a used to be. I don't care. The motherfucker X for a reason. Why am I gonna care? If I'm happy where I'm at in my relationship, Why am I gonna be worried about my
Stop
pocket?
putting it on your
Because
relationship.
it's about principle. It ain't
It
about
don't have
I'm
nothing to
going.
do
the
with
fact
Hold
you're
on,
principle.
hold
married.
on.
It's about
I'm
principle.
going by what the topic was.
Wow.
I'm
I'm
going by
saying,
what the
but I'm
topic
saying that it
was.
shouldn't be put on the. It don't have nothing to do with the fact that you're happily married. I'm happily married. I'm good.
My
That's
Right.
not my
him,
So
my
point.
then,
So then,
But
15 year
you're
old
so
my
just
then,
friend.
so
said.
then,
if you
My
still
Hemi, my
married,
15
then
year
no
old just
feelings
said
should
the
be
same
in,
shit.
into
What
your
I have mean, I
You ain't
fam.
saying that.
You
Hold
keep
on, just
saying
let me
who
finish.
cares,
They
so
do.
y'all
I
don't give a fuck
Can
do.
I
about y'all
finish,
friends.
brother? I just was trying to
Nah, they
finish.
don't care about their friends at
Y'all don't
all.
give a
Because
fuck about
No,
y'all friends.
that
That's what
girl is
y'all
an
are
ex
saying.
for a
if I
reason.
can
you
finish,
just keep
She,
yeah,
speaking
right.
if
If
she
I
was a
can
good
opinions.
finish,
woman, you still be with her.
No, it's
Emmy,
not. That's not true.
That's
if
not
I can
always
finish,
true.
That's
That's not
not
always
true.
true.
Man, look,
That's not
people are
always
exes
true.
for a reason, bro.
Y'all
I don't know
just be
nobody
doing
that
all
just
type
break
of
up
crazy shit.
just
Joe
cause,
emotional
unless it's
ass
like
said the
long
other.
distance, they moved
That ain't
away or something.
no. Just
Come
because
on,
she
right,
bro.
wasn't
It's
good
right.
not
for
And
you,
other
don't
true.
mean
reasons
she
for
not
the
good.
breakup
No,
once we to stay together. That's what I was
just
trying
because
to say.
she's not good for you, don't mean she's not good for the next
Just like
man. So
my
I'm not
wife
gonna
But
say
that's
sticking
that.
fair.
by her
That
old
that's a
friend.
fair
I'm not gonna
opinion,
say
but
that.
it has nothing to do with the female. It has to do with me and this male that's supposed to be my
Right,
friend,
right,
right?
right.
That's what I'm
My friend want to run behind me and do something that I've already done. At
How is
that
that
point, I'm looking at
running
my.
behind
Hold up,
you?
let me finish the point, and then you can say whatever you want. At that point, I'm looking at that friend in a way like, all right, what else has he come behind me and
He
tried
been
to
There
trying
do,
to
you
right?
go.
do.
Because
There
at a
you
So
certain
go.
what you
point, I'm gonna
did
Now,
start
is you
looking at
there
did
him
you
you
like
go.
he just jealous and trying to get everything that I've had.
Well
So I
then,
I
have
That's
to
don't
what
look
a
know.
at
friend
Do
everything,
is,
y'all
not
have
man.
just
That's
that
y'all
why
only
ain't,
situation,
had
ain't
like
not
no
just
one
the one
friend, bro.
relationship
situation,
in your life?
everything.
Have you only had one relationship in your life? Because if somebody was dating all of
I've
your
never had a
exes,
friend date my ex in
if
my life
somebody
ever.
was dating all of your exes, I could see that. If
right.
somebody ran into somebody who you used
10
to
years
date, we
later.
all in our 40s.
Oh well, if it's 10
If
years later,
somebody
then
ran into somebody
I
that
wouldn't
you
give
used
a
to
care at
date
that point.
and they're fucking with them, and you're trying to tell me that because you used to date that person, that this person can't be happy even though you're married.
Right.
And happy.
I
You
didn't
have
say they
got
I
can't
to
didn't
be
be
say they
happy.
couldn't. I don't
I
think the
just said
argument is
it's a
about
little
them being
weird.
happy.
scenario. I think
It's
there's
a little,
hold on, wait a
it's
minute.
just a little weird.
I
I
think
don't.
there's
They
a
can be
lot of
happy as fuck.
scenarios running around here. Like, here's the thing. If you run into somebody I used to date, you don't know that I used to date that person, I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't care because
Right.
we
Now that's different. That's
but
that's a different scenario.
if we are close friends and this is somebody you knew I used to date, you knew I was in love with, you knew all of these things, it's gonna be an issue for me. Because
cause
I
I'm
got a
gonna
Because
feel
it's
like,
question.
gonna be like
why
And
I,
it
you
I
was
got
should
a
be.
already
would
some
question.
you
feelings
want to
there.
I
date
got one
somebody
question.
when
It
you
was
saw hold
already
on,
some
wait a minute,
feelings
I'm
there.
not done with my statement. Why would you want to date somebody that I was that intimate with?
Because it was already some feelings there.
Right. I
That's
got
how
one
I'm gonna
question.
look at that
Exactly.
situation.
That happened and when, and now you're in another relationship. If one of my homies, if girlfriend and she moved in with me, and one of my homies came over with my ex girlfriend a year later, I wouldn't give a shit but give my nigga a high five.
That's it.
That ain't
I
mine.
That
mean,
just
I don't
sound
care
good,
about
bro.
your girl.
it's
That
about the
shit sound
friendship. So
good.
There is no principle.
I'm
What do
gonna
you mean
That shit
principle?
sound good, Abdul.
I'm
It's
gonna
facts. They're
question
two
you.
grown
I don't
adults.
care if you want to go
That's
date my
like
crazy
having
ass ex.
That shit
I'm
sound
Keep
gonna
good.
I'm
at it.
gonna
I
laugh
don't
and be
care.
like, bruh,
I'm
good
gonna
luck.
look at you
Because
sideways. Period.
because my thing is this: when I said that the scenario is if you're happily married and somebody dating your ex, what you
I'm
all
saying
keep
start putting
acting
it on
like
my
is
marriage.
that you just broke up with this person, and the person that you was just talking to this person about is now dating them. That's not the scenario. The
Oh yeah,
scenario
that's
is
not the
you're
scenario.
happily
No,
married and your friend is dating one of your exes. That is the scenario.
Yeah,
It's
Right.
not I just got done getting out the relationship with this person and
I
now
didn't
we
say
got
that
on
either.
your arm.
Right.
That's not the
I didn't say that
scenario.
either. If I get, listen, honey, what I'm
Why
telling
is
you is that
niggas
if I
acting
get
like they
married,
still got feelings
let me,
for their exes?
Abdul, let me, if I get married,
I'm
if
just
I get
saying.
married for the third time, if I decide they'll get married tomorrow, right, and I'm happy as fuck or whatever, and I'm 10 years removed from my first divorce, but all my partners, they know about this woman. I don't have a friend that don't know about this woman I'm 10 years removed from. I have children with this woman. You dig what I'm saying? That's gonna be weird to me because look, these niggas watch my kids. My kids play with their kids. You dig what I'm saying? And then now you gonna get in a relationship that's confusing as fuck. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
No, it's not, nigga.
What the fuck,
Nigga, that's
yo?
called the Brady Bunch, nigga. Stop it. A happy family.
You
Stop
niggas
this
sound
shit.
crazy in the bitch.
That's your
You niggas.
ex.
It is my, but
Well,
I'm
I
not
would
talking
say
of.
this
You keep
too.
trying
It
to pinpoint it
also
and talking about like I got feelings
it
for the chick when
also
I'm talking
depends
about
on how
how the
you.
dynamic would change amongst everything, bro. I
But
just told you
but
these
but
niggas,
that means you
my
see it
friends know
fulfilling.
my children. My children play with their children. They know of my ex. So
They
for
can
them to
still
get
play
with it,
with
and
their
they can
kids.
possibly be having children and all that, that confuses everything, bro.
I kind of get what you're saying, Henny, but like there's a point in time in life when you say, fuck it, that's not mine.
I
I have
mean, yeah,
no
it's fuck it. I just said it's gonna be a little weird.
I know, but there's
Yeah,
still no
I
you
think
still have no
they
authority over that ex
Oh no, I ain't
woman.
got no authority, but I can
Just
think the shit
if I can
weird.
finish real quick, you have no authority over that ex woman, and you have no mental authority over her or
Right.
feelings. You shouldn't. So whatever she decides to let slide up in them walls is on her, even if it happens to be
but
one
it's
of your
not
homies.
about the ex
But
though.
that's
Even if it
cool, but
happens
I
to
can
be
still
a
think
Y'all
the
homie.
shit is
putting
Damn,
all
weird,
I can't
bro.
even
this
finish the word.
person
I was
that
only
you.
3 words away from finishing. Even
Oh
if
God.
one of your ex homies slides in them walls, it
That
ain't
was
got nothing to
7
do with you
words,
no
nigga. You
more. That's
said it
a
was
thing
3
in the
words.
past. Like Denise said, you were success, not you, but we can use me. I'm successfully married. Am I tripping off one of my brothers, even my blood brothers, fucking one of my ex bitches from 15 or 19 years ago? I'd be crazy and a jealous fool for that.
Man,
Me and
it's
my
good
wife have
luck.
been building this relationship for 19 years. What do I care about what them other bitches is fucking or my friends?
Exactly. It's
I
good
mean, I
Because you
think we
care
all
about your
agree on
luck.
that
friends. That's
point.
what I
I think
said.
we all agree we don't really actually
I don't
care
hear nobody say they
who
care about an ex
the
woman
girl
that's
is
12 years
messing
Right?
with.
old.
Daddy loves
I
you
think it
more.
comes down to the friend and if the friend has shown a pattern. That's why I say if they've shown a pattern
That's
of
right.
coming behind you or like wanting to buy everything you got, have everything you got. All right, at this point, the friend is jealous of you, wants to have everything you have. Like I say, it depends on the friend. Like, it's certain friends I
That's
got
just so
that I
far.
personally won't even bring around my girl. I just
Because
know
they
the
ain't your
guy. You know
friend.
what I'm saying?
Ah,
The guy
Nigga,
will be
they
a guy
ain't
that's
your
gonna flirt with
friend.
any female, right? He
right.
don't care. Like,
But
I've
They
that's
had
ain't your
friends that I've
friend.
seen try to flirt with our own friend girl while our friend laid next to her. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I
look,
got some of
I
them.
just know dudes be jealous just like females be jealous.
Man,
The dude who is that
y'all be stretching
they
that
jealous
friend
is trying
word
to
too
have
far. That's the
sex with your
problem.
woman and things and try to have everything you had or better than what you had.
Y'all stretch that
I lay my
friend
plane there.
word too far, dog. That's the issue
Whoever
right
that
there.
was just speaking, I'm with you on that because I have had a couple friends that wanted everything you got and shit like that, and that's jealousy to me. But again, if that ain't my woman, go ahead and do whatever you want to. I'm in a relationship with another woman and it's successful. And the relationship that I broke up with wasn't a success. I don't give a fuck about losses. I'm all
So
about wins.
so y'all call
I'm
jealous.
with you. I'm with
Y'all
you on
call
that. That's why I say me and you. I think we actually kind of agree. It's just a different perspective on
so
the friend
y'all
themselves.
call jealous people y'all friends.
But all of our
If
friends are
if if
jealous.
if, if I don't know if all my friends jealous, but if
No, no,
there's
no, no,
They
some
no,
your
no,
friends,
no, no,
friend.
no, 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 no.
okay,
Who you call jealous people your friends?
Look, We called them friends before we found out they were jealous. And
And
when
when
we
you
found out
found out they was
found out they were
No,
jealous,
no, no.
we kept
When
it.
you
I'm still
found out they was
cool with
jealous,
them, but
bruh,
like I said,
bruh,
hey, look, I said it
bruh,
before. I got
fuck all
friends that I
this.
won't bring my girl around,
Nah,
right?
fuck all this.
I'm cool with the dude, but
Fuck
I know I
all
can't
this.
trust him in certain
Fuck all
situations.
this.
He
I
ain't
don't
your
even
number
think
one.
it's no jealousy shit
You
involved.
don't do
They may
business
just
then because you don't
they may
understand that
just
you don't
like
have to
that
agree
girl.
with everybody you know.
Right.
Look, it may
Oh,
not
that
even
shit
be no
sound
jealousy
weird.
shit involved. They might just like that girl. Yeah, That don't mean they jealous of me. That don't mean that.
Now, that's
Like I
why I
said,
said
it's just
it
a
could
little
be other
weird.
things they doing.
Now they brought up the jealous shit. So if that person is jealous, how is that considered your friend? How do you
Because
choose
you
that
didn't know they was
friend?
jealous until the moment, brother. You
Bruh,
find out
And
stuff every day
and
about
when
we
people.
you
found out.
found out, when you
Well,
found out,
we're talking about a situation of
Let
finding
us
out right
answer the
now.
question. Let us answer the question. Okay, we didn't know he was a jealous nigga at first.
I
And
heard
once we
that.
found out he was a jealous nigga, we made sure he wasn't our day one, and we fucking were friends with him accordingly. Yeah, I might see you at the club.
Ain't
Let
no
me put
fucking
it down.
friends.
But hold on, brother. But am I inviting you to my house for my birthday party or any other functions? Fuck no. But yes, you will be a friend, aka associate, that I might click up with.
Hey, let me tell you how crazy this
That's
is.
weird as
Everybody's
hell.
been wait a minute, everybody's been in a
That's
group
weird as hell.
where members of the group you really ain't cool with. Certain
Fact.
members of the group you not cool with. You cool with probably a particular person in the group, so you come around the group. It ain't the whole group you cool with. So you still gonna have that
And,
situation.
and,
If you
and who
let
you
me
gonna
finish,
be
let me
linked up
finish real
with?
quick. Let me finish
Who
real
you
quick.
gonna link up with? The ones you
If you
cool
grew
with
up with
or the ones you
somebody,
ain't cool
which is
with?
my point. Hey, don't talk over me. Let me finish. If you grew up with somebody and you all got similar friends, you're gonna be around them all the time. But guess what? They would never be in any situation that I can't trust them in. Period.
Facts. Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
Man, hell no. We bred
I call them
different then,
frenemies,
brother.
homie. I call them frenemies. That's what I call them.
I don't call them
Frenemies.
friends
They
shit.
fake friend enemies.
I don't call them friends shit.
If it's somebody
Ain't
like
no
that though,
fucking friend, bro.
but
What
look
is
though,
that
if it's
shit?
somebody like what y'all saying, then that ain't even really my friend, so I don't even give a
Thank
fuck.
you, bro.
I
Right.
agree
That's
with
what I
you
was
there.
just
They
saying.
not
I
they
don't
not
even
really
give a
That's
You
fuck.
not
didn't
what
just
you
say
said.
that.
You said they still your fucking
I don't
friend.
give a fuck what you do.
hey, but they only became not really my friend after I found
Ain't
out
no not
they were the
really
way they
my
were.
friend, nigga. Either
You know what I'm
you
saying?
either we
Facts.
click or we ain't click. That's that on that.
Nigga,
Nah,
you
but y'all
you
start
hang
going.
out with dudes you ain't even cool with today. I
You
paying
a motherfucker.
$1,000.
Look,
Y'all get you
Ah!
You in the room right
he
now with
talking
a
about
bunch of people
no,
you don't
he
even
talking
really
about
know
you
like that.
cordial with. He talking
Right
about
now,
you
you in the
cordial
room
with,
with
but
people you don't know like
that's
that.
not a
Y'all be in
friend,
there
bro.
every day.
Listen,
That's a good point, man.
listen. What I'm saying.
Especially I be by
No,
myself.
it's
So
a
I don't know
difference
what the
between
fuck you
somebody
talking
that
about,
I'm
partner.
cordial with or I'm acquainted with. Like y'all cool. I wouldn't give a fuck if one of you niggas fuck one of my exes. You
Being
see what I'm saying? Y'all
cordial
not
is
my
totally
friend.
different
I
thing.
You
agree
know
with
what I'm
that
saying?
too, though.
You niggas not my
I
friend.
wouldn't care.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So that's a completely different scenario. We talking about somebody that's your
No,
friend, bro.
I
Like
was just
this
I
my
was just
partner.
saying a scenario where you're around people that you cool with, but you ain't necessarily friends with. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Man, nigga,
that
you
person don't
said
count because that's not the
you
scenario.
friends.
If we're
I guess
acquainted,
so. I guess so. I gotta agree with you
The
wait,
there.
brother gave
You
the
that you
scenario
got it.
about the women who have friends that are friends with another friend that they don't like,
But
but they're
women do
friends
that
with their
all the
one
time,
friend.
so I think they see that differently.
I just said that don't
listen,
count
if
though.
I'm friends with somebody and we're cordial and you want to date my ex, baby, have them.
Is being cordial and being friends is two different things.
Two different
Yeah,
things,
I
You
don't
can be
care what you
cordial with a
do.
motherfucker in the store, right?
bro.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, if we not really like, if you wasn't in the trenches with me, I really don't care if you date my ex.
Shit that don't belong to you no more. With attitude like I don't trust him no more because he's fucking the bitch that I used to fuck 10 years ago. That don't
Yeah,
make no
that is
sense.
wild to say it that way.
That's what I
But
keep
But see, that's
if
saying.
that
I
was
crazy
mean,
your
right
there
day
there.
might
one,
be
that's
a
not
time
wild.
frame
If
on
that's
this,
your real
but
friend, if that was supposed to be a real friend, that ain't wild. But if that is just an associate, then yeah, that's wild.
I
Right.
don't care if you just
I
somebody
ain't
that
talking
I
about
meet.
we talking about real friends, bro.
Yeah, we talking about real, and I would look at,
I'm
I
just
would have
gonna
to
be honest.
relook at our friendship. I'm not saying that I
and
wouldn't be
I, we
friends
don't
with him. I just
operate
got to
like
relook
that.
at it.
So
I gotta reanalyze everything to see if this is a jealous move or he just been there years later.
I'm trying to put jealousy
You're
on that man because he
married.
liked that
He
girl.
really just hit it off.
You're married. What does it have to do with you?
Like I said, if they just
Right.
hit it off
You married.
years
It
later,
don't
He
make a
trying to put
difference.
jealousy on that man because he liked her.
And
Nigga,
this
you
is
liked
why
her
I
at one
said
point too.
it's
this is what I'm saying.
narcissism.
Hey,
Listen to the
do this
answer.
all the
Y'all are
time. Y'all
narcissistic.
purposefully misrepresent what
No, I'm being objective, honey. I'm saying it's cool. Like if I liked her at 1.2, so I can understand why another nigga would like her. It's just the fact I told you if this is my real friend, it's all the dynamic shit that I'm talking about. It's a little weird.
I even said, hey, I agree with you. This is just some associate motherfucker that you knew, and he's messing with your girl. You shouldn't give a damn. All I said was that if this is my real friend, right? If they met them on some random stuff years later and they just hit it off, then cool. I don't give a damn. But I'm saying that if I notice that, hey, wait a minute,
I think
you've been doing a whole lot of other stuff that seems kind of shady and stuff like that, then I might reanalyze
I
the thing.
think
But if
it's
it's
unfair.
I hear what you're
So
saying,
what's the
brother.
topic
I
about?
think it's unfair to ask such an open-ended question that has so many scenarios and feelings and
It ain't that
emotions.
open-ended. Y'all keep
No, but
making
I
it
just feel
open-ended.
like
get
no,
to the
I just
main
feel like
point.
there's so many. Well, what if the ex was from 10 years ago? And
That's
what if
what
this
that's
and
what
what if
Denise
this?
said.
Like
Denise said
time.
But it has to be that
Listen,
long.
Honey, what is
Lindsay,
the topic?
how long does it
Listen.
take for you to get married?
Honey,
What do you
what is
mean?
the
How
topic?
long does it take for me to get married?
You're
I don't know. I've never
you're
been
happily
married.
married right now, right? So you have to have been long removed from this ex, been dating this person enough to
But it's not about.
get
It's
married,
not. It's
and
not
be with that
about.
Take me
It's
6
So,
about
months,
my
no,
15
friendship.
Lindsay,
days,
but
and
the point
36
is,
hours to
we're
get
talking
married.
about the time removed.
Listen,
Right.
if you want to date one of my crazy ass exes, then have it. I don't care. But listen, it's going to change our friendship because I don't like my exes, which
So,
means
like I
I don't
said,
want to
there's
be
no,
around them.
Everybody
like I
don't have
said,
an
there's
issue with their
feelings still
exes, Lindsay.
involved.
You can't
Okay,
put
Like
but
I
that
you're
said,
asking
Honey,
me
what's the
a
topic, honey?
question. You're
involved.
asking me a question from my perspective. This is my experience in
Try to
life.
be objective though.
I
Try to be
don't
objective
like.
though.
I'm not being a victim. I don't
I
like
said
my
try to be
exes.
objective, not a victim.
No, Lindsay, are there still feelings involved? Because if
No,
you
I
don't like
don't.
your
I
ex,
don't get. Listen, I wish my ex nothing but happiness and joy. I don't want him. But
But mine also
but
want to
our
see the ass.
relationship did traumatize me. I do have PTSD from that relationship. So
that's
if
not
you
love,
want to
then,
date,
sister.
so if you want to date my ex, that's going to trigger me.
See, Lindsay, that's what I'm talking
So
about. You
you
making it
still
open
have
ended by
feelings though.
adding your own anecdotal experience.
Your
We not
Well,
that's
you're
not
emotions.
asking
we
an anecdotal question because this all is based on our experience in
no,
Okay, so
life.
you
It
only
is
have
an
one
anecdotal
ex in your
question.
whole
It is
life.
a subjective question.
No, I don't. Now, if you wanted to date the guy that I dated 10 years ago, sweetie, have him. You can have him. I don't care. I don't get why you would want to date him, but if you
But
want
it's 10
to,
years. This is what I'm saying.
okay.
People are new.
No, I'm not saying that because I want him or I was with him. I'm saying he wasn't shit when I was with him.
So he might be shit
that
now.
don't
He
She
mean
might
might
he's
be
be
not
shit
shit
good,
now.
If
So
he
bro.
now she
want
might
him,
want
then
him.
she can have him. I don't care. I don't have
But you
no
said
feelings
that's
for that
I'm
gonna
man.
speaking.
affect. But you said
Y'all
that's
focus
gonna
on the
affect
wrong
you
shit.
and her relationship if she goes
It
after your
could
ex that you don't
possibly
care about.
if he comes to look. Like I said, all depends on now. If I had ended a relationship with somebody, we were cool, we understood that we just wasn't for each other. That would be different. I wouldn't care if my friend dated him because hey, we didn't have it wasn't no nothing between us. You know what I'm
Oh, well,
saying?
you
We didn't
don't.
have no.
So they
I
weren't
don't have
in a
no
relationship.
You only
animosity, no
speaking from a.
nothing.
So you only speaking from a position to hate me. That's not fair. You can't put that on
Not
your friend.
hate. It's not hate. If somebody hurts you to your
I said
core,
hurt. I said not hate, hurt.
hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
because
hurts. H-U-R-T,
It
and that's
your
depends
friends
on
can
Your
date the
listen,
nigga that.
predicate
because
it
let's
Because
on
you
how
just
you
said
feel
acting
about
like
you
the ex.
basically
let's
just
stop
said your
acting like
friends
we
can
don't
date the
have
nigga that was good for you,
experiences that
but
still
they can't
affect
date the
us
nigga that hurt.
today. Let's not sit here on this phone and just act like you get in a marriage and your life is just great and perfect and you
That's
don't
not
have
what I said.
experiences. No,
That's
but
not
I'm
what I
just
said.
saying that's the way
You
that it's
changed
What
it up
you're
going.
like
saying,
that.
Oh,
Lindsay,
I
what
said
you're
No,
saying is
because that's
that
the way that
you're
it's going.
predicating.
no,
We're trying to predicate
If you
who
want
you
to
feel
date my
about
ex,
by
have
how
at it.
you
I
feel
don't care.
about
You
the
can
ex.
do
no,
what you want.
no, Lindsay. What
Why?
You're
I'm
I
gonna
don't
saying
care
what
why
listen,
Honey
you
just
Lindsay.
said.
want to.
Lindsay, I said what Honey just said. You were basically you just said if the nigga was good to you, y'all ended our relationship amicably, then your friend could date him. But if
It's a
he
pick
hurt
and
you,
choose
then you don't want
situation.
your friend to date him. That's not fair.
It's pick and
That's
choose.
emotion.
Why is it not fair?
Well, I think that's
Because
very
that's
fair
based on how
because
you feel about that
Why
nigga,
is
not
that
how
not
your
that's
fair?
friend,
I
not
mean,
if your
let's
friend
hear
gonna
she's
be
how
still
happy
I
or not.
feel
valid
about
though.
him.
It's still
Dang.
valid. She still needs to warn her friend about what she went through. I
I
think
don't
that's
get
still
how that's
valid.
not
But
fair.
No,
what
Yeah.
if
because
the
what you're
person
saying
is
is that
different?
because
You said
I
it was
No,
wasn't
if they are
good with that
different, then they
person.
friend have a chance to explain that to you, right? But you should still, as a friend, go and tell your friend, like, look, this nigga wasn't shit when I
But
was with
that's
him.
not
If
what
he,
she's saying. She's saying, yeah, you of course you can warn her or whatever. You can warn
Right.
her about the good nigga too, about all the
right,
Right.
bad traits
correct,
you
Right.
know he had. But what
correct.
I'm saying is that you're saying, oh, if he was good and we left amicably, sure, I give you my blessing. But if I don't like him and I have an issue with him, then
Because she
fuck
got to
you
be
too.
around him.
Because
I
I have
understand
to be
You
that.
don't have
around
to
him,
be
Denise.
around him.
That's
Yes,
Wait,
fair,
no,
I
but I'm
no,
saying
you
do.
can't. I'm
You
not
don't
your
have to
no,
friend
be
if
I
I can't be
understand
around
it
around
too,
you,
him.
but
my
I'm
nigga.
saying that's not
Come on.
fair. That's not fair for her to do that. She can't
Well,
predicate her friendship
well, no, no,
or
no,
her
no.
friend's
And
happiness
it's
I'm
also
not
it's
on
gonna
what
also
she
not
went
fair
through in a
to
Her
relationship
require.
with
friendship,
somebody.
I don't want to
you're
It's
be
not
also
gonna
not
around
fair
have.
him.
to require that
I don't
friend
want
to
to be
be around
around him.
somebody they
You
don't
can't
like.
get mad at me for not wanting to be
So
around
come
somebody
on,
I
let's be
don't care
real.
for.
Like that makes
It's
sense to
not
that.
that.
You
What?
over
It
here,
is
no,
that.
wait a
No,
minute.
you are
You
telling them
gotta
that.
look at
That
it from the
girl talk
perspective. No,
about
At the
y'all
end
niggas
of the
want
comparing
to
day,
be
the
around.
friendship,
Your
and y'all not
motherfucker
comparing the
you
I don't
want to be
never
friendship.
play no
around
motherfucking
than
game,
who
Denny.
she wants to be around.
come on now.
Y'all are not
Why I'm gonna
considering
be
the
sitting there
friendship.
around you as a
Y'all put
third wheel and y'all
everything
cuddled up?
on the X. You're
Nigga, you
putting
would have to
everything
do that
on
if
the
she
X.
had
Don't
No,
make
we
niggas,
ain't
no
putting it
nigga.
on
sense.
the X. We putting it on the friend.
Y'all
Actually,
sound crazy. Y'all keep
we
moving the
putting it on
damn
the friend. We
goalpost.
don't give a damn
James,
about the X. The X is garbage.
James, the scenario is that you're happily married.
Oh yeah, hey, if you keep reminding me that scenario, if I'm happily married,
Because you keep saying you're a third
because
wheel.
I
You're
keep
happily
saying that I
married.
gotta analyze. I said if I'm around. If you call
You're
me as your
happily
friend, wait a minute,
married.
look, wait a minute,
Why
hear
would
me
you want
out,
to be
Denise.
around
Don't
a nigga his
stop
girl and your
yelling.
girl ain't
Stop
there?
yelling instead of listening. Okay, listen real quick. If my friend calls me and say, "Hey, come over real quick," am I supposed to expect his girl ain't there?
What?
If he say come hang out to my
Wait,
house, I'm
Possibly.
going
what?
to a party. Wait a
I done
minute,
went to
I'm
my
going
partner's
to
house and
party.
that girl went there a couple times. What you
Nigga,
mean?
hold up. If my homeboy throwing a party or something, I would expect his
Stop keep
girl to
what the
be there.
fuck wrong with y'all? Keep trying to make these
Because
scenarios fit
we
with
gotta
They
bring up scenarios
scenarios
that
is
require.
wild and that
Because
has
hold
nothing
up,
to do with it.
wait a minute. Y'all keep saying that, but the whole objection is to the fact that I also got to be around somebody. Well, at least the girl's objection she was making was also to the fact that she would have to be around that person as in certain situations, not
Okay.
every day. In certain situations, they were saying that they wouldn't be comfortable around that person in certain situations. As a friend, you should want to respect that as a friend.
And guess what?
And you
You
have
ain't
to
gotta
understand,
come
I'm gonna say
around
one
when
more
they
line and you
around.
got it, Denise. I'm gonna say one more line, Denise, you got it. And that means that as you trying to respect that friend and also respect your relationship and them doing the same, there's gonna be a fracture in y'all's friendship.
And guess what? If you got a friend whose nigga likes to argue with them all the time, they get in cat fights like a motherfucker, and they not leaving. They like to motherfucking throw shit, and it's not happening. You'll be like, "Hey, girl, I can kick it with you, but I don't want to go out with
you
y'all."
ain't gonna be
And
with
guess
that
what?
friend either.
It's going to happen that way.
And it's the same scenario.
You
You'll
gonna go
stop
kick
hanging
it with
around that
her, and
friend
you
just
ain't
Right.
gonna
as
kick it
much
with them
because of
together.
what's going on with the other person. It's the same scenario.
Right. So
What
that's why I'm
to
saying
me
y'all keep
affects your
making them about shit
friendships.
that really ain't the
Y'all
point.
act like it don't.
The shit gonna be weird. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like y'all keep making it like extra.
Maybe at
I
first
don't
it
have
might be
to not
weird.
have a relationship because you don't like who I'm with. But I can be like, okay, well, when we kick it with the girls' night, it's girls' night.
I guess there's only one nigga in the world that you couldn't find somebody else. That's what I would be wondering. Like as a girl, if my friend was messing with my ex, I'd be like, dang, it's not a billion other men in the world to choose from. I would question that. So in the beginning, it might be awkward. But if I can sit down with my friend and they sit there and say, nah, man, we just met randomly at some place. We kicked it, we hit it off, shit happened, and we just end up together, I'd be like, all right, cool. I wouldn't trip on it like that, personally. But I can understand the scenario the sister was putting forth because if I wouldn't want to be around nobody I don't like. I just wouldn't.
And that's great. But it's plenty of people who people date that I don't like. And it don't stop me from being a fucking friend.
Hmm.
Right.
Now, it don't stop me from being your friend, but it'll stop me from hanging around you as much.
And you was doing that anyway, because I'm married and you not, baby. And your single ass
Even
ain't
if I'm
about to be
married, I
around
still
me and
hang
my
out without my
husband.
friends. I've never been in a relationship and not always chill with my homies.
You know what I'm saying? I'm married, you're not. So I'm not bringing your single ass around anyway, or like that. When we kick it, it's gonna be us girls.
Damn, you just said the realest shit though, because as a married man for 19 years, I only go out with married couples and couples with children and go to each other's houses. I don't kick it with single me motherfuckers no more.
Well, I can
Damn, you
agree
ain't
with the
got
part
you cut
about
off
being
all
a
your
grown
single
man.
partners,
Oh, I'm sorry.
or your circle just only consists of niggas that's married.
No, I had to cut my niggas that didn't want to be married and they wanted to be hoes and still running the streets and shit. I had to cut that out of my life. I can't be showing that shit to my children, and I don't want that in my life. So we still friends. When I roll to the hood, I see them. But as far as them coming out to my house and us going out to the game or going to eat or going to Tahoe or whatever with couples and our kids, no, we're not doing that because I'm a family man with a wife and a unit. And the people that I'm around have to have the same thing that I'm doing.
They gotta have
Respect,
something to lose, like
respect.
you.
I can't
Yeah,
tell
I
you how
feel
to
that.
run your shit. Respect.
Yeah, you can't hang around people with
What's
nothing to lose
happening?
if
I
you got
see you down
everything to
there,
lose.
Dame.
But Dame say he quietly listening.
Yeah, Dame's a married man too. So
Yeah, so I can respect
I
that though.
would want to know
Married
what
couples should
Dame's
hang out with married couples.
Yeah, I
right.
thought your single ass wasn't about to be around my husband.
Now I still
I'm a,
now
I'm a, I'm a,
I got friends who married, but I do understand when they be like, "Hey, yo, I can't come out." Right? Like I get it. Like I get it, bro. You're a married man with a family. You got shit to do.
right.
I'm a married man too. I'm just looking for a wife.
A second one.
Fourth one.
A third, a fourth. You've been married
You
twice,
know what?
Jimmy?
Hippie, shut up. That's so
Damn.
weird. Like people, I just didn't understand. I'm like, what? You married? It's an ex. Y'all so mad. I don't get it.
I mean, if it was the decade scenario, you should be over that by now, though. You shouldn't
You
even care
are
about that
over it.
person
It's
no
not
more.
the point about. Oh, listen, I'm over my first ex.
I'm just,
But if
it's
one of my
just
partners today was to try to be in a relationship with her, that would be awkward as
I
hell.
feel
Me and
like
that
both
woman
of them
got kids
trying to
together.
understand. They're just trying to attack it. It's
Well, if
like
y'all got kids together, that's weird as fuck.
Yeah,
That goes beyond weird.
That's what I'm trying
That
to
goes
that's
explain to
beyond
you.
weird.
different.
Like,
Yeah,
because
that's way different.
I'm likely to
What?
actually fight your ass if you do something to one of my kids, all right?
Right,
So,
right. No, that's
so this is
different.
different.
Himmy.
Yeah.
See, didn't nobody say that there was children involved and that your friend that's supposed to be one of your day ones
I said the
was fucking your baby
possibility of
mama?
there
Didn't
was.
nobody say that?
yeah,
If
but
we
That's
that's
talk about
different.
serious
experience,
relationships, we
Abdul.
know that
That's
that's a
what
possibility. What you mean?
experience.
But in that scenario, that is a possibility.
I
If
don't
your
care
friend
about
messing
none of
with
my
one of your
baby
exes,
daddies.
it could be your baby mama. Like I understand that. Look, I get it. Women gonna see this differently regardless, so I get that. But
I
as
don't
men,
care
I do
about
think
not a married, not a baby
men,
daddy,
a
and
man
none
with
of them care
pride
about me
don't
either.
want to be felt like they running behind another man. I just think that men
Like this,
often
as a woman,
want something
as
to
me
themselves, not
personally,
that's shared with the community. You know, that's what men really
Well,
want.
that's not fair,
I
brother,
don't
I
because
want
mean,
that.
no,
mostly
I
all the
share a
I
women,
woman.
don't
I
want
just don't want to
mostly
share
all
my
the women was already in sexual relationships when we got them.
facts.
So
That's
if
why I say I
just hear
share
me
a
out, hear me
woman. I
out,
just
just
No,
don't
hear
no,
want
me
to
no,
out,
no,
share.
just
no.
hear me
No,
out.
when I say
No,
community, I
no,
mean
no,
my
no, just hear
circle,
me out, just
my
hear me out,
community.
y'all. Just let me finish this. Hear me out. So if you were able to overlook all of her past relationships, all the past dicks that was in them walls, what the fuck is the problem with another nigga when you married?
He
It
my
ain't a
friend,
problem with
nigga. That's
another
the
nigga.
difference.
It ain't a problem with another nigga. That's what y'all gonna keep acting like it's just some random dude. It ain't no problem with some
Right.
random dude out on the
Even if
street.
it is your homeboy, what's the problem?
Well, the
He's my
problem would
homeboy.
depend on the scenario. Like I said, if they really just met and hit it off years later, I don't care. But if this is a dude, like I said, that has been, oh, if I go buy some new shoes, this nigga go behind me buy some new shoes. I go get a
I
new
got
car,
you.
he come behind me get the same new car. Then at that point, I'm looking at him a whole different way. At one point, it's just like, oh, yeah, maybe he just like what I'm wearing and he went and got it. But
I
then when
wish
it comes
that
to that
y'all
line, it's
would
like,
stay
oh,
to
well,
the
damn,
scenario.
this nigga just want to be me. Like,
What if he's trying to compete
You
with
need
you
to
and
stay
you're
to the
the
scenario,
the
though. The
highest that he can
scenario is
compete
that
with?
you are
I
married.
get it. And that would be to me weird, right? You don't compete with me in that way. I don't never known men to compete like that with
But
one
you're
another.
married. Like, competing with you, to me, is him going right behind you.
Yeah.
You are far removed from this person.
That's why I said,
You're far removed from this ex.
given the scenario, I wouldn't care the way y'all keep explaining. That's why I said that way I wouldn't care unless it comes with a lot of
Like I
baggage,
said,
right?
yes, of
Already
course,
with
I
that friend.
understand somebody going right behind somebody. Like you just got done getting off this
Y'all
tumultuous
girls do that all the
relationship,
time.
and a couple months later, you're dating this person. Yes, that is snakish. That's all of that shit. But when you're talking about you have been removed from this person, you're dating somebody else, you're happily married, you have your own house, your own household, your own family over here. And now you're worried about who this person is dating over there.
I just know y'all women see it differently because I know when I was in college, I slept with a whole clique of girls, right? it looked like they passed me around.
But
right?
you was just passed around. You wasn't they ex.
Hey, look, I hear you, but I just know women. No, I actually was messing with at least 2 girls in the group, right?
You was passed
But
around.
I just know women. Hey, you can take it that way. I'm not tripping. As a man being passed around, I have no issue with that. So I'm not tripping. But I just know women are more open to that. I've grown up with girls who best friends have dated the same dude, right? Like I've grown up with that, and I've noticed that girls just don't care, but men typically aren't that way.
Yeah.
Actually,
I think
girls
women date this.
usually
I
do
think
care.
sisters date the same man before.
Yeah,
I
they
think
do.
sisters date the same man, and it wasn't a
Yeah.
care in the world with them women. But
Because
like,
they
it would have
didn't
been a
care.
problem with
One
me.
cared about them, and
Yeah,
one
if
didn't.
brothers would have did that, it would have been a big ass problem.
Because
Yes.
because y'all have an issue with thinking something is yours.
We do.
No, we're
We
talking
do.
about. Oh well, yeah, we're
Men have an
possessive. We're men.
issue
Yes,
with thinking that
yes.
something belongs to you.
Correct.
We do.
So that's why you have an issue with an ex. Even
But why
though
are you in a relationship with me if you don't see yourself as belonging to me?
Oh, okay. I'm listening.
But you're not in a This is my thing. I don't know. What do you call an ex?
Okay, good.
Like,
All
what did your relationship have to be for it to be an ex?
Look, all my exes is still mine. What you talking about, another plan? I could call my high school sweetheart right now, and she'll be down to go out and chill. So I don't know what y'all talking about. All my exes, almost only one, but that's because she live in Seattle.
So basically, you never closed those doors to none of your.
Well, I did because I went off to the military, but I came back and
No,
she
but if
opened
you
the door.
still can call them and they still like, so that relationship.
Her mama and my mama grew up together, so we're always gonna know each other. It's like
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah,
Okay,
like I did meet her away from my mama, but like when we met, the reason we kind of kicked it off, really for real, is because our parents grew up together. Like after we met each other, we found that out, and then like her mama literally stayed a house behind my grandma's house. So it was kind of like all them connections just kind of threw us into it together full swing.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I understand.
And so even to this day, she can still reach out. She still talks to my mama to this day. Stuff
that's
like that.
different. Yeah, that's different. I'm just saying, like, some people never, when they get out of a relationship, they don't never really close those doors. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always have access to that person, I guess, so.
Nah, yeah, I've had to close a door on one relationship. A woman moved out, and I'm typically like the type that I tell you, like, when you move out, our relationship over, you can't come back.
Right.
And she tried to come back, and I told her no. But I had to really close the door on that. Like, no, we don't even need to talk to each other no more because you shouldn't have left in the first goddamn place. You was in your feelings. Did some dumb stuff.
Closing the door consists of.
They'll do that right there, right? They think they still have all the access to you. That's the other part. Women think it don't make a difference. You can have a girl and your ex will call and be like, you want this, all this shit, right? Leaving messages and texts and shit. Why do they do? Just a question. Why do women do that? Why are they trying to break up a new relationship? I've seen that too many times.
What does closing the door on your previous relationship consist of?
Say it again, Hemi.
Making sure they know that the relationship is done and there's no means of rekindling that relationship.
So then, if
men do the same crap,
I want Lindsay to answer that because she keeps mentioning about how these dudes did her. Wouldn't you closing the door meaning that you no longer are harboring any feelings from that previous relationship?
When I say close the door, what I'm saying is like it's no longer an option. Like we're not ever gonna date again.
Oh, it's not that you don't have any feelings. It's just
Yeah,
y'all
we're
never.
never gonna be. It's never gonna be. We're never gonna be a thing.
So there are emotions involved still.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say that you don't. I mean, I can't speak for everybody. Like for me, if I loved you, I will always care about you. I want the best for you. I'm not gonna be like even in situations where I was done wrong. I don't wish nobody evil. But as far as me like being in love with you, no, I don't. I'm not in love with you.
Yeah, I
I
don't
got
think that she was explaining
But you
emotions.
don't.
At
But you don't
all.
wish them. You don't wish them happiness because like, if that, like you
She
said,
did
if
say
they.
she wished them happiness.
I do wish
But
them
that
happiness. Now, look,
until
I
they
never
want.
said. Look, this is
How
what
you
y'all
wish them
gotta
happiness
realize.
if they
No,
tell
because
you that they
no, no,
happy
no,
with your
no.
friend? Stop.
Listen,
Listen to what
I
I'm saying.
no,
Then
let me
Uh-oh, he
stop
got the
because
point.
you're trying to jump to
we
what I
never said
said.
that they can't be. We never said they
I
couldn't be
never
with the
said
other
you
person.
can't do it.
She did.
I just don't get why you would want to. But hey, if you
Agreed.
do
And she said that would
understand
affect the
that if I
relationship with
don't
her
like that
girlfriend.
person, I'm
Yeah, it
not
would
going to
affect
be
it.
around.
Yeah,
I'm just
anything would
not
affect
going to
your
be
relationship with
around.
somebody. Like, come on, y'all. Let's not act like friends can't have other
I
friends you
said
don't
it'll be
like, and it won't
weird, but
affect your
Lizzie went
relationship.
to the
That's
extent to
that's a
say
given.
that
That's a
not
given.
only could they,
Yeah,
not only,
but she's telling you a given. That's the point. And y'all seem to be disagreeing with the
Yeah,
given.
because
It
what
seems
she's
It's
like
saying
you're
given.
is
trying to
that
make it seem
basically
like
you have
I'm
to
just
run your
trying to be
relationship
like, oh,
by
I
me.
own this person. I don't own anybody. I'll be the first one to tell you, hey, baby, if you don't think that you and I are going to be together, you're not happy with me, please go find your happiness because I don't own a person. But to say that, like, if I have a close friend and then the possibility that you get with this person could change our dynamics, that I'm worried about the friendship. I don't care about my ex.
I
yeah,
Exactly.
honestly wouldn't care
that's
about
I
what,
our
don't care
friendship.
about him.
If it has to deal with me, you're married. You living your good life. If it has to deal with me possibly being married and living my good life, and you want me to choose my friendship with you over that, I would.
I'm
I would
not
never ask
saying
you
that
that. I
you
would never
should.
ask that
No,
question.
see
Are
now
you
it's
going to
getting
go with your good
twisted.
life, Denise?
No, because it's getting twisted into
That's
something
really
else.
good.
No. I'm not saying you can't go and live your good life. And I'm not going to say that I don't want you to live a good life. I'm just going to tell you straight out from my experiences. I don't think any of my exes, I don't give a fuck how much time goes by, that you would live a good life. So if you think that that
what,
is your
what?
happiness, baby, then you can have the shit because
So
I
then
don't
that's what I'm
care.
saying. You don't really wish those people. Look at you just
No,
said.
I'm saying
Yeah,
that
Well,
if
nah,
you
don't
no,
think,
don't
you're
lie.
not
no,
really
Don't
I'm
lie
thinking
on
saying
her.
that.
Y'all misrepresenting that girl.
if you think that that is your happiness, by all means, you can have that person. I just don't think so.
Yeah,
Because
and
you
I
can
just
still
won't
do
be
what
around.
you
Let me
want
add
What?
that.
to
I won't
How?
do.
be around you.
Why do you
You
feel
can do
like
whatever
you're
you
the
want.
dictator of who's gonna be happy or
Then
not?
she's
Just
not.
because
She's saying that they're free to
I'm
do whatever they
saying,
want.
nigga, do you hear
She
the
said
fuck what
if
that.
I'm saying?
they're telling you
Shit.
that they're happy, you're saying
You
you would
see,
Then they
disagree.
can go
this
and
is
be
why I
happy. What don't you understand, brother? They can go
Listen,
off and
but
be
if
y'all
happy.
not. She
Just
keeps
away
saying
from
that
her.
if the person is
I
telling her
said
that they would be happy,
if
if the if the person
if
is,
you think that if you don't
oh,
hire me, cry about this nigga, tell you all that bullshit about this nigga, and you think, oh yeah, he'll be happy. He was just with the wrong person. Then baby, go ahead.
and
And
you
it
said,
also,
and what did
wait a
you
minute,
say?
it
But
also
you
says
don't
a
think
lot about
so.
what the friend thinks about her. Because if
She
she's sitting
said,
there telling the friend something, that
but
friend must think, well, my friend ain't shit. That's why this nigga wasn't
I'm
shit.
only
She might
speaking
not
to
No,
think
the
it
that
means
point.
I'm
that
not
he
shit.
wasn't
She
the
might
right
not think that
person
I'm
for
not
you.
shit. She
I'm
Well,
she
only
and
might
speaking.
she might be a better
but
suited
I'm
person.
going
Go
off
right
what the
ahead,
girl
but I'm
actually said versus what y'all trying to
I
throw
didn't
on
throw
her, right?
nothing on her.
And I
Disagreeing
think
with
that's the
you.
issue. No, it's fine. I think she was very clear that she was saying that, hey, look, they can still have their relationship, but it's
But
gonna
she
just
don't think
affect
they would
my
be happy.
relationship with that friend. And
She
that
Yes.
she
said she
don't think
don't think they
that's
would be
fine.
happy.
She don't think they'll be happy. To say
So
I
then,
don't think they'll be, well, let me just say the last. To say I don't think that someone will be happy is completely different than saying I hope them misery and they
yeah,
won't
I
be.
don't wish
That's
nobody.
two
but
different
I'm
things.
saying if your friend is telling you that they are happy, that the person makes them happy, that the person is good to them, for you to say that I don't think that's true just because of what you
Because they
went through
did
with
this
that
to me.
person is
Thank
unfair.
you.
That's
Right.
all I'm saying.
Well,
It
Right.
doesn't matter what
I would
I think.
say
That's the part.
it
I'm gonna.
depends
It doesn't
whether
I
that's
matter
can't
true.
hear
because
you, Lizzie, because
you
he's
do
talking over you.
you. You're still gonna do what you want to do. So at the end of the day, it's just like with my friends. Do you think I agree with all the things my friends do now? No, they still do what they want to do, and I still want them to be happy.
Right.
Period. Just like I'm gonna do what I want to do, and everybody's not gonna agree with it. But I'm not gatekeeping no ex. I just don't understand if I come to you with all my shit with the ex, why you would want the nigga. But hey,
Because,
Yeah, I don't
like,
understand why you didn't want to come
that's
behind it.
me.
hold on, just a scenario. What if she doesn't see it the way you see it, and she was telling you that she doesn't think that he's
Man,
this
I'm
way?
good. We talking from
I
my
don't
heart.
have a lot of friends that would think that. But if they did, like I said, if you think that this person is gonna make you happy and you're gonna be married, it's your chance at life, then by all means, I will not stand in your way. I
But are
don't
you
agree
still
with
going to
it.
be
Like,
her
let me tell
friend?
you something. Me and my friends, my close friends, now one of us would say yes, we would date somebody's exes. That's just how we are. I don't have many friends that's like, yeah, sure. If it's, I don't care. But hey, if I was in that scenario, if that's really what you think would make you happy as my friend, sure, you can date him. But just know that there's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna work. That's my personal opinion. You can take it, you can shove it up your ass, you can not, you can do whatever you want.
And
Why they
as a
gotta
friend,
shove
you
it?
ought to
Don't
give
say,
that opinion.
sit
Are
there and
you going
say
to
that
invite your
I'm
friend?
worried about my friendship changing because if I don't like him and I'm not able to interact with you the same way we used to interact, regardless, my marriage is my marriage. My marriage is separate from my friendships.
Which one is more important? Is the question.
It would be my marriage.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that I don't put my husband above my friends, but at the end of the day, like you're my friend. Like there's certain things that as women, a man is never gonna understand.
Right.
But
But
it's
then at the
not.
same time,
So
you
if you're
want
my
her
friend
to
and I
put you
love you, and
above her
I'm afraid
relationship.
that if this is gonna change our friendship, that's a valid feeling. That's not me gatekeeping and being narcissistic. I value my friendships.
But any of her niggas that you don't like would change your friendship.
Right.
That's not true because
So
I don't.
only so
No,
it's
that's
your
not
relationship.
true. That's not
Do
true.
you
There's
see
no
how you
baggage
keep
That's
connected
my
with them
son.
other
There's
dudes.
nothing.
There's
There's
no
no thing.
baggage.
There's no. I don't have no personal experience with him. That's your person that you chose for yourself.
Yeah, but if you don't like the treatment that they give your friend, you can still not like them, and that can change the
And I can
dynamic with
still
your
be
friend.
around him
Yeah,
and
it will
still
change
interact with him
friendship.
because at the end of the day, that's my friend, and I have done it. I have friends where I don't really care for their man, but hey, that's your man. That's the father of your kids, baby. I will stuff my little feelings down and go do what I gotta fucking do to support you.
but just not if it's your ex.
If it's my ex, if I've been through that, I've been with that person, I've experienced that person, I've had sex with that person, I've had a connection with that person. Yes, it's gonna be weird, like Hemi was saying, even though not Hemi trying to flip flop on what he was saying earlier, but hey, it's fine.
No, he's saying
Hemi
it's
was saying
weird, but he
earlier, it
didn't
would
have
be
a.
awkward for
I
me.
didn't flip flop.
You
I
did.
didn't flip. No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
it would be awkward for me to be in the same room where my friend and I done fuck this nigga, you fucking him too. Like for me, that's weird. That doesn't make me narcissistic.
Yeah, because I
Because
find it
you're
weird
okay
too.
with it and you don't give a fuck about it because you don't give a fuck about your baby daddies and whoever. You don't give a damn. That's fine. I know
But
many
you're
women that
saying
don't
it's
give a fuck
weird
about their baby
because
daddies. That
you
don't
want
mean
them
Stop,
to
I'm
y'all.
gonna
not
go
care
date
because you cheated.
my friend's fucking and when I'm friends with you, I see me, I'm different. If I'm friends with you, you're more like my family. So I'm not
Exactly.
going to go and date somebody that you used to date because we're family. That's
No,
how I
Lindsay,
see
we
shit.
agree on that. I didn't flip flop. I said it would be weird and shit like that.
Yeah,
Y'all
but
was
you were
going into
trying to
all
put
these
my
other
words in
different
me, and
ass.
I don't appreciate that shit because
You
it's
don't
not what the
appreciate
fuck I
what?
was trying to say. You was
I
over here,
repeated
oh,
what you said.
you. No, don't do that shit to
Nah,
me.
I think it was
Don't
repeated with
gaslight
just a
me.
slight
Excuse me, but
something
didn't
left out.
Don't
I
somebody
would
in the
say
Repeated
gaslight
I don't think it
exactly
was.
what
excuse
I
she
me?
don't
said.
think it was on
Hello?
purpose. I just think when he
Hello?
said it, he just left something out. That's it.
I
Somebody in
didn't
the
leave.
audience said that shit might cause a problem in your marriage with the husband, which is what I was saying. If
Right.
you're so invested in your friends issues with her and who she's dating, that you're bothered by it, and it's like, oh, I can't be your friend, and you just so into that because it's your ex and your husband don't see an issue with it. You know what I'm
Your
saying?
husband
That's
not
what
I
I'm
said
saying.
that earlier.
Because
But
I would
look,
have a problem with my
as a
husband having
husband,
an
I would
issue about his
understand.
ex.
I have a problem being around your ex.
Hold on. No, if as a husband, I would understand why my wife would be perturbed about one of her close friends dealing with her ex. I would
Exactly.
understand why that would
I
bother
most
her.
definitely would, boy.
How
Get
would you?
out that shit.
How could it not?
I would
Like
completely
she's
Why do
human.
understand that.
We are married.
I know we are married, but that's your friend. Like
You
us
should have
being
got
So
married has
who's
over
nothing
more
to
that.
do
important than
with.
Hey,
your
wait,
wife,
wait.
Listen
bro?
to
So
what I'm
you never
saying.
talk to your husband or wife about your friends?
That's what I was
Yeah,
talking to them
open
earlier
up.
about.
I don't.
And if you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
talk to your husband and wife about your friends, and they know how close you are to that person, and they find
Yeah,
out that
yeah. You
person's
so
dating your
right.
ex, the first thing your husband gonna ask you is how the hell you feel about that.
Wait a minute.
How does
Wait
that
a
make you
minute.
feel? You all right? Like you cool?
There's
Like
too
you cool?
many emotions
What
involved
you
in that.
mean?
Because that's
Other
your
If
wife.
I'm
she's
You're
not
supposed to
telling
perturbed,
my
care about
husband a
what's going
goddamn
on in
thing
if
your
about
wife's
my
life.
fucking
if
friend.
she's
I
perturbed
don't
about it,
care
I will
about what's
understand,
going
and
on
it
in
be
my
because of
wife's
the
friend's
closeness
life
of
or
that
my
she
friend's
has with
life.
her friend.
Yeah, that's
I
why I'm
just
about to
care
say
about
Us
you should
being
work with
married,
it
my
with your
relationship.
spouse to mend the friendship. If the spouse really thinks nothing wrong, the spouse should be on your side and be like, hey, yo, look, that's your friend.
My
That's
spouse
in the
shouldn't
past,
even get
right? You
involved in
and
that
me now.
sassy ass shit. What the fuck?
Right.
If my
I'm
nigga
just
gave
saying
a
that.
fuck about that sassy shit, nigga, I'm
What?
leaving now.
yo, nigga
So
cares
You
wait a
shouldn't
about
minute.
give
So
a
you,
your
but
fuck.
they
significant
don't
other
care.
don't care
Why
nothing about
y'all?
your friends?
He
You
shouldn't
never
give
had
a
you
fuck
never
about
had
them
They don't
bitches.
care
conversations.
about your
Wait a
feelings.
minute,
He
let me
shouldn't
ask
give
this
a
really
fuck
quick.
about them bitches.
Nah, look,
What is you
That's
talking
bad.
niggas,
about?
look, I
That's
know
bad.
niggas say that. I know niggas will say that, but
What the
I don't know a
fuck?
nigga who don't actually care what his wife actually does
That nigga
away
shouldn't
from
give a
him
fuck
and who
about my
she's dealing
goddamn
with.
friends
Well, now let me explain why. Okay,
He
you
cares
feel that way.
about
That's
or
you,
cool.
what the fuck
shawty.
I
But
got going
because
on
he
with them
cares
Listen,
bitches.
about
listen, listen.
you, you
Hold
make
on. That's
everything
like
about
saying
somebody else. He
that's
cares
hold
about the
on.
person he with.
Hold on,
It ain't
James.
about the
That's
other
just like saying
motherfuckers.
your husband shouldn't care about what the fuck you got going on at work or what the fuck you got
Exactly.
going on at school. What the fuck
He
you mean?
shouldn't. You gonna listen to
Why?
me
It
vent
affects
correct,
He's
you,
supposed to
right?
be your
motherfucker. If I
support
care
system.
about
What
you,
the
You're gonna
hell?
listen to me
if
vent
I care
about
about you,
work.
I care
You
about
might listen
everything
to
that
me vent
affects you.
about school,
Thank
right?
you.
But what
Listen
you're
to what
not
I'm
gonna
saying.
listen to me
Women
talk
don't think like
about
that, I
is
guess.
other women because you do not need to know my friend's business. You don't need to
I
know
don't
shit
need to
that's
know that.
going on
I'm
with
talking
them.
about what
I,
I'm
I'm
not
affects
concerned
fucking
with
with
you.
your
my
business,
man
not your
about that.
friend. What is you talking
You
about?
keep
I'm
It has
not
listening to
nothing
what
to
I'm
fucking
do with
with
your
saying.
my
friend.
man about none of that shit.
That's fine, but what I'm saying is
That's why you ain't got a husband.
I'm
God
concerned
damn.
about what affect. Don't take the personal attacks, bro.
I
I'm
don't think that's a
concerned.
personal
That
fact. That's
is
an observation.
that is because she could
That's just an
possibly not have a
observation,
husband
bro.
just because she don't want one. But look, that
I doubt
I'm
that.
concerned about what affects you. Your feelings affect you, and then it can possibly affect. If you're down and out because something at work, school, with your friendship, your
You come
mom, your
home with that.
brother, your cousin,
Yeah.
whatever, that affects me as well. You dig what I'm saying? So
Bringing
that's
it
what I'm
home.
concerned
So
about.
hear
I don't
me.
give a
So
fuck
hear
about
me.
all the
So
mess.
hear me. I'm fucking with Lindsay.
I'm
Lindsay's
in
my friend.
complete
And
agreement with
Lindsay
that,
is
bro.
dating a crazy ass Taurus. Him and her is
Leo. But
arguing.
Leo,
You say,
Him
fuck.
and
why you
her
had
is
to put
hold
us?
on,
Why?
hold on. They arguing like a motherfucker. He doing
Right.
stupid ass shit. He trying to
Uh-huh.
expose it. He doing all kinds of shit. You, that's my husband, about to sit here and keep listening to me complain about
No, I'm gonna tell you
Lindsay's
quit fucking with him.
relationship.
X.
No, you're not.
I would listen when you first come. I would listen to what the fuck you got to say, right? Then if you ask me for my opinion, I give my opinion, right? Like I said, my concern is about how you feel. If I think the shit will be affecting you in a negative way, I say, well, maybe you need to take some time apart from Lindsay. Maybe y'all need to
Thank
have a
you.
conversation and shit like that. You dig what I'm
You
saying?
need
I'm
to
not gonna
go
get
ahead and
involved in the
leave
mess.
that shit the fuck alone. Exactly. You need to leave that shit
Thanks.
the fuck alone. So in
Right.
her relationship with whoever the fuck is bothering you, baby, you need to leave
Leave them
that
both
shit the
alone.
fuck
Yeah.
alone. Because
Move
what's
around.
important is our marriage, not that.
Thank
Right.
you.
I would
Thank
Nah,
say
you.
we
that's
need to have a
important
sit
too.
down
I
as a
want you.
married man. As a married man, if my wife bring me some shit like that and it starts to affect our relationship in my home, I'm gonna tell her that bitch friend of yours, You
Gotta
can't come
go.
into it no
I'm
more.
not saying this
Exactly.
Gotta
is
You
go.
want
get
to?
married.
Thank
I'm
you.
He's
leaving.
saying
Gotta
Hold
it's
on,
go.
just a sip.
affecting
Hold
you
on. You
as
didn't
an
let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
individual.
You
He
didn't let me
never
finish.
said, wait a
Let me
minute.
finish.
Wait a minute.
Let him
I
Let
finish,
me
please.
finish.
Let him finish.
that it
Let me
affects
finish.
marriage.
My goodness. Like I
But
said,
you're not, you're
you're
responding
not letting me
to the
finish though.
wrong thing. He's not
That you're
saying that.
not letting me finish though. Thank
Boy,
you. I'm speaking as a married man that's married for 19 years. I've done it before. And guess what? We're still together. Now, when my wife's friendship bullshit was bleeding off into our relationship, I gave her an ultimatum. Is you gonna fuck that bitch, have babies with that bitch, and have a threesome with that other nigga? Or is you my wife and my woman? She's my wife and my woman. Well, then you're not talking to her, because every time you talk to her, you're coming home with this type of fucking energy that we don't need in our productive,
Exactly.
happy household. Period, point blank.
Exactly. Leave them alone. They happy together. Let them be happy together.
but he
Don't
never
cause all
said
this
it.
drama in my
He
house.
So,
never
James,
Fuck
now
that.
said that
you're
though.
switching your stance.
No. I said that before he even started going on to that. I said, leave them alone. I was the one that kept saying it.
Yeah,
Leave
he
them
said leave him
alone.
alone,
If
and
it's
I was with
affecting
him.
my household, leave them alone.
hmm Because
Why
I'm not
should
gonna
it
let you
bother?
come and throw a
Have a good
stone
day.
or a
That's all
bomb in
I've been
my
saying
house,
from the
right?
beginning. If I'm going to choose
No,
between a
because
friendship
my
and my
marriage is
marriage,
sacred, right?
I'm
My
leaving the
marriage is
friendship.
sacred.
If I have to choose between me being happy in my friendship, me being happy in my marriage or friendship, I am leaving the friendship.
I
Facts.
agree with you. I agree with you
Okay,
on
but
that
when
point.
I said that from jump about how if Lindsay is my friend and she's bothered about the X thing, then I'm gonna go ahead and go with the X because that's my chance of happiness. Motherfucker said, "Oh, what? Da 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 da." It's the same thing. You're leaving
No, I
the
was with you on
friendship
that.
for your marriage.
Yeah, we was with you on that point. I think we disagree with you on the greater point of whether you just still be friends with them, still be cool with them, and things like that. I think it was a very abort explanation given for different scenarios in that situation. Because, like the sister said earlier, it is a pretty vague question that could be applied to so many scenarios. So we gave out a bunch of different ones. We agree with you
Hmm.
on some, disagree with you on others.
Right. Thank you.
And I agreed with you when you said, Denise was your friend in the whoopty whoop, and you going with your happiness and stuff. I agreed with that because that's what we're all supposed to do. My friends, yeah, they make me happy sometimes, but they're not with me 24/7. They're not helping paying these motherfucking bills. My spouse,
Yeah, they
this
not
woman
my
that I'm with,
helpmate.
is. So, right. So she has to be happy, and I have to be happy, and we have to do that for each other. If we're going out of our relationship to look for happiness and fulfillment, we need to end
The
the
relationship is
relationship.
doomed. Yeah, the
Thank you.
relationship's doomed.
And this is from a married man of 19 years. If I ever stray out of my relationship for advice or any of that stuff, my relationship is doomed.
Man, I told y'all from the beginning, if my husband had that much of an issue with his friend dating some bitch, you're out of here.
Right.
We're married. What are you talking about? What is there to discuss?
Nothing. This is a team. This is a
What?
covenant, a contract with me and you, and that's just your verbal friend. God damn it. Y'all ain't made no contract to sign nothing. That's a verbal agreement that y'all friends, but we went to the courthouse and signed documents to say we are one. Like, I'm
Yeah,
with you. I don't
but
understand.
I think like we said, that's only if it becomes a problem in our household. I think that initially, as men, because we're solution oriented, we're gonna
Mhm.
first try to just solve the issue, right? And then
Yep.
if it just becomes too big of an issue, we're just gonna be like, look, babe, you gotta let your friend go, and we gonna have to be happy in our household. Because I'll be damned if I let your bullshit with your friend ruin my happy household.
Huh.
I'm just not gonna stand for it. I refuse. Either shut that
And
shit
I
up or
also,
leave that friend alone.
and I
That's
will
your choice at
also
this point, because I'm tired.
imagine if that friend thinks that my ex is their happiness and they want to be with that ex, fine.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
because
They free to do that. They should be.
the reality is I would never choose my friend over my husband. But I was specifically just talking about the friendship dynamic. That's all I was saying. It had nothing to do if I want to be with my husband, if I love my husband, if I want my ex back. Because if I get married, I'm marrying the nigga I want. I'm not marrying the nigga that, I'm hurt and I need to just go get married. Like, I'm not doing that. But it depends on the friend And the friendship that we had, and if you saw me go through all my ups and downs with this man, and then you decide that you want to go with that man, I'm gonna look at you sideways.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
don't know why y'all
there's
keep
no
trying to
reason.
put it
Sideways.
on the
Everybody
marriage.
would, Lindsay. Everybody
Huh?
would, because we're as a man. You know what that means to me? This nigga that's supposed to be my friend been plotting on me. He been flirting, winking, probably grabbing ass cheeks and everything when I went to the bathroom. And that's what I'm
Y'all so
thinking.
crazy.
That does not mean that, bro.
It
Like
does
they,
mean that.
No,
Let me
Y'all
just
do
explain.
remember that you're
saying,
married now,
what
so this
Denise
is
is
some
saying
time.
is, this is the way that I took the question. The question is, this is your friend. It doesn't say if this your close friend, your associate, your whatever. A friend. It don't matter. It's a friend and an ex. There's no time frame on that relationship. It wasn't 10 years ago. It was no time frame. It was just an ex and a friend decide we're going to get together. You've moved on because you're married now. So the assumption is the marriage took some time to get to getting married. So time has passed in a marriage, and should you care if your friend dates your ex? There's so many different. It's not a black and white question for me. For some people, it's yeah, sure, I moved on. I'm in a marriage. I don't care what you do. Go be happy. For me, it's like, okay, well, what's the context of that friendship? What's the context of the way that relationship ended, et cetera, et cetera. Now, did I ever say you should choose your friend over your husband or your wife? Because if I'm with you,
Yeah.
if I married you, then I made that choice. Like marriage for me is spiritual as well. It's not just a legal document for me. So that's where I was coming in at. I don't give a fuck about anybody that I used to date. That's why I don't talk to them people. So at the end of the day, if you're my friend though, but like my close friend for 10 years, and she woke up one day and was like,
I
yeah,
put on the same thing I had on yesterday.
what the hell?
I'm gonna put on the same thing I had on yesterday.
Well,
I think the fact that
God,
you trying to put it on the marriage is wild. It don't have nothing to do with the marriage. Like I'm married, I'm happily married. That has nothing to do with my relationship with my friends.
oh my God.
Well, it depends on how you value marriage. You know,
I
some
value
people.
marriage, but I also value my friends.
No, I understand you value marriage, but like for some people, their spouse is their best friend. Like when they get
Word.
married, they don't have a social life really. Their whole life is their marriage.
Okay, okay.
You know.
Let's say you
It's on the
like you
six.
just said you got Lindsay. By the
Mhm.
time you get married, right? All your friends will be what 10 plus years.
No, I was just saying like there was no time frame on.
I'm just giving you. I'm saying because if you have friend, like what I consider a friend is somebody that I'm extremely close to. Like I
Oh
have
yeah,
plenty
yeah.
of
Most of
associates,
my
plenty
friends
of
is like
acquaintances.
2 years plus.
So what I'm saying is somebody, if it's my friend, then we've been knowing each other for some time. We got some closeness or whatever,
Mhm.
right? So once I get married, that's not gonna change. I probably know my friend way longer, better than I know my spouse, depending on how long it takes that individual to get married. You see what I'm saying? So to say that, oh, now because you're married, you don't care about your friendships is asinine to me.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
personally,
I got.
I get what you're saying because like I feel like when you're married, but you're also still yourself, right? Like so you can still have the friendships that you had. I mean, as long as they're still healthy. I mean, obviously, if they're gonna cause problems with your husband, then you're gonna have to make a choice. But like you should still have your own identity, even though you're married. So if I get married, my friendships are not gonna change because these are the people I've known for 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Now, if for some people, like they everything is their marriage. Their whole life is built around their marriage. And I understand that you have bills, you have children, but their whole identity, not just their life, their identity is being someone's wife and being somebody's husband. Whereas
Yeah, I don't
some
know.
people can compartmentalize and be like, yeah, I'm your wife, but I'm also me. I'm also Lindsay. you know, who has her own interests and her own friendships, and not everything in my life has to be about you. That's how I see a marriage.
Yeah, it is healthy to have friends and still when you're still married. Y'all do need some time to, kind of cool off, steam
Facts.
off away from
Yeah.
each other and stuff like that. You
But
gotta
hold
have
on.
friends.
How many of y'all in here married or been in long relationships?
I've been in a very long relationship with 2 kids.
All right, yeah, I'm motherfucking like I got my mans and them from Pampers. You feel me? Like they my friends. Like I fucks with these niggas, but my wife, my best friend.
Yeah, she supersede all. No,
We
no, I
yeah.
don't.
No,
Yeah,
I ain't even. I'm
yeah,
talking about best friend.
I'm
Period.
very
Like on what you view a best friend as. Like my wife is my. We've been together for 22 years. You feel me? At the end of the day, and she do her own thing, and I do my own thing. But you feel me? Like that's my best friend type shit. You feel me?
yeah, and that's what I
So
was
do
saying.
do you
Like,
talk to her? Have you ever had conversations with her about the friends that are around her? Like if she's like feeling some type of way about it or something like that?
Yeah, all that.
Okay, I'm just wondering because it seemed
It
as
be to
though
the point
earlier it was
sometimes
like
where
you were saying you don't.
I be trying to tell her like you feel me, like some of the shit you feel me. Although I'm your best friend, like it just sometimes I gotta, and she gotta do the same thing to me too. Know what I mean? Like I can't relate to some of this shit. You feel me? Because I'm a dude, and she can't relate to some of this shit because she's a chick. You feel me? But
And that's why
like
you have male friends, right?
right, so I
To
could
go
bounce
in.
back off her. Yeah.
Exactly.
But absolutely no motherfucking type of way. And I knew a lot of these niggas like way before I knew her. Know what I mean? But don't none of them come first in no aspect.
Yeah, and I
no,
wouldn't even respect my friends who are married right now if they put me before they wife. I'd be like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Go home. Your
I
wife
totally
tripping and
agree
stuff.
with
Get
that.
that straight first, then come holler at
Right,
me.
right. No, I was just saying that for some people, it's so they don't really care about having friends because their spouse is their friend. You know what I'm saying? And their whole life is centered around their marriage. And I was just saying, like for me personally, I believe in being separate but whole. You know what I'm saying? I have myself, and then I have myself with you. Period.
So thought, would you take it as a slight to your marriage if your wife was perturbed that one of her friends was trying to start a relationship or date her ex, one of her exes?
Say that again?
Would you take it as a slight to your marriage? Would you, if your wife was perturbed that one of her friends was dating or starting a relationship, family, whatever, with one of her exes?
Nah, I mean at the end of the day, that ain't none of her business. And then if you feeling some type of motherfucking way about some nigga from motherfucking 22 plus motherfucking years ago, then we need to reevaluate some shit. But at the end of the day,
I
too, you feel
agree.
me? Like a
What if
motherfucker,
she
that
grew up
type of
with?
shit supposed to be hands off. I can understand you, I guess, feeling some type of way because this motherfucker supposed to be your friend and they fucking with somebody, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. I don't even think that's a conversation that she will have with me. Like, 'cause that's weird.
Yeah, I don't think a wife would have that
Hold on,
conversation with her husband because she
hold
knows
on.
what
She
goes with
about to
that.
answer you. She about to answer you.
Only fucked up on the behalf of, at the end of the day, you was my friend, so you disrespected me as a woman. Other than that, it's not disrespectful. At the end of the day, you moved on with your fucking life. But at the end of the day, you know the person, and that I feel like that at the end of the day that you disrespecting them as a human being and being their friend.
Right.
That's all I was saying. But you can do it though. Go be happy, baby girl. I'm happy for you.
Word, and that lets me know that you're not my friend. Go be happy, baby girl, because obviously you wasn't made for me.
Right. That's how I'm gonna look at you sideways. That's what I've been saying the whole time. I'm
I
gonna
most
be mad,
definitely would
and
not.
I'm still gonna be happy.
But y'all got to hear from her after how many years?
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Y'all been together like 20 years, so it's like she'll be mad about somebody that she dated 25 years ago.
She not mad about the nigga. She mad about she just
But
Hey,
I'm
feel
they
she feel
saying
missed
like
she
it's
that
thinks
part
wrong.
that
on
that's
purpose,
not her
bro. They do
friend.
that on purpose.
You think that that's not your friend from somebody that you dated 25 years ago?
What
you
if her
understand what I'm
friend is?
saying? Like,
Well, I guess it depends on the length of the friendship, and if this friend knew about said person. You dig what I'm saying? If we've been friends for just as long as that's been my ex, then you know about this motherfucker.
so I'm supposed to be mad
as
if
a guy,
somebody
I wouldn't
dates my
care
first
if
love.
my friend didn't know
My
You say
first
what?
love. I'm supposed to be mad at something. Now I'm still kicking with. We still cool, but I'm supposed to be mad if somebody dates him. My first love.
not if they
I
didn't,
was
especially if
16,
they
20
didn't know
years
Do
him.
old.
your friend know that nigga? Like that's what I'm saying. Like
They're gonna know him because I'm still cool with them.
No, we're saying did they know them? Did they know? Did you and your friend know each other at the time you and the other dude
Anybody
was
that
dating?
knows
I
me
think that's what
knows
he's
him.
asking.
Anybody that knows me knows him.
No, somebody you
Anybody
dated
that
22
knows
years
me
ago?
knows him.
well, yeah,
Somebody
you
you dated
should be.
22
I
years
don't
ago?
mad
Yes,
is
because
always
he's
a
still
stretch,
around
but
me.
you should. It should
Oh,
throw you off
huh?
cue that one of your, because that means you done talk to these people. Like you said, if that mean,
About
look
that
how
dude.
important he is to you, is that he's your first love, and through all your relationships, all your friendships, you talked about this guy to everybody that you've met since then,
Exactly.
Yeah, he's still
right?
around. He's still
Right,
around me. But I
right.
don't
So
care
that
who
means
he dates.
that's not. I'm talking about your friend though.
Yeah.
That you don't
Forget
see
the
that. You
dude.
don't
But
The
I'm
dude don't
saying,
count.
why should it just because, you know what I'm saying, we had a relationship a long time ago that ended. It's never happening. It's not
Then why
happening
you
again.
still hanging around him?
It's not
Because
just
we
that.
still friends. Like I don't fucking have to hate somebody
Okay.
because when we dated, it didn't work out for us.
Okay, got you. So
So
y'all
I'm not
still
gonna hate you because at the end of the day, my feelings and my friendship for you was real. So the fact that we're no longer romantically involved doesn't stop me from thinking that you're a good person, that you still, I still respect you on the levels
she
that I
want
knew
that
you.
nigga.
I still
Right.
know what you know.
I'm not
She
saying
won't.
that.
So you're still cool.
I'm just saying the fact he's still important to you because one, you say he's still around. Two,
Mm-hmm.
everybody that you met since you were in a relationship with, you talked to him about this nigga. You told him who he was. He was your first love. All
You're
that. So that
supremely
nigga's important to you. So if that nigga's that important to you, your friend should understand that. Why the fuck would she go behind you and want to
Well,
deal with this nigga?
why would I, if they hit it
I
off,
just broke it down to
they
you.
hit it off just fine. I'm married. Why would I care about what they're doing?
Well,
I
you're not
just
married.
told
I
you
sit
why.
here and be like, y'all can't be happy together. I know I'm happy with my husband, but y'all can't be happy together.
I didn't say you said
Because
they
I
couldn't
used
be
to date
happy.
him when I was 20.
She keeps throwing it out there, even though nobody's ever saying that.
I
Why you
didn't
keep
say
doing
you
it,
said
please?
they couldn't be happy. They could be
But
happy.
you're telling me it should bother me.
But no one is saying what you're saying, though. No
Why
one.
should she or me be like, this is forbidden when I have nothing to do with this?
No one said it was forbidden either.
I just
He
said
did say it was forbidden. He said she should
I
He
didn't
feel
said,
say
like
those
why would
words,
you
but I
want to
did
do
say
it? He
that.
said you're
Listen, I'm
questioning.
saying it,
That don't
he
make it
but I'm
said
saying
forbidden.
that this friend should feel like it's forbidden.
I didn't say that.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear
I
that.
didn't
Okay,
say
so then what
that.
did you say?
But I
He
said
should feel what?
I didn't say those words, but that is my point. But look, what I was
Exactly.
saying
So
is
what the
because
Oh,
fuck?
okay. Well, if that's his
but
point,
What
then yeah.
the fuck is you
what
talking about?
listen to what I'm saying though. I said that because I just broke it down to you. This person, this individual is that important to you that everybody after him knows about him because you told them. You
Everybody, they know
insecure.
about every single one of my ex. They're my
Oh,
friends.
see, now you changing it. See,
This is what I'm saying from
So you
antiquity
friends with
to
every single
now.
one of your
I don't
exes.
have.
This is
Yes,
amazing.
I don't have.
You like
I don't.
the
Who
only
is
motherfucker
it?
in the world.
Who is it?
Me, I'm not friends with all my exes. Not all of them. I'm cool with some of them. Not all of them. That's ridiculous. Some of those relationships ended horrible. Like it just is what it is.
Facebook, they probably watching right now. You see them on
Yes,
my Facebook.
they may be on my Facebook.
They
That don't
don't
make
give
you
a
my
fuck.
friend. There's people on my Facebook that ain't my friend. I don't understand that one.
Huh? I'm saying that they will be watching this. Like, I don't have to lie about it.
No, I'm saying you don't have to lie about it.
What I'm
If-
saying
if-
is that
If a girl talking about a dude after 22 years still, she has real feelings for that dude. I don't care what no one says.
hate because I broke up with you.
you said
I
if a
don't
girl do
harbor
what?
hate
No, we're not
because
talking
of
about hate. No one
what
said you harbored
happened.
hate. What I
Okay,
said is
but
no
I'm
woman
speaking
talks
for
about
me.
a man for
I'm
22
speaking for me.
years and
I'm
tells
speaking for
everybody
me.
she meets about this man and she don't care about this
They
man.
know
That is
about them
wild.
because they still around.
You
That
said I
motherfucker
told
still
them
around
about
my
it. That's
family.
different. Did
He's
she
still
not say
around
I
my
told
family.
them
He's still
about
around
him?
me. He's still
That's
around.
different.
He's
It's
just still
different
around. That's what the fuck I
someone
said.
seeing a
You
dude come
said
around and you telling them about
Y'all
it.
said you tell everybody about them.
Don't
I
y'all
didn't
know?
say I tell anybody anything. I never said that.
Okay, well then the
That never
recording would
came out
know.
my
So
mouth.
if you're right, then the recording would know. So I'm not gonna argue. The recording is
It
out
never came out my mouth. It's just that when I said everybody that knows me knows them, y'all must have felt like they only know them because I talked about them.
Nah, you included that he was around too.
Yeah, I know, because he's around. Not
Right.
because I'm sitting up here just telling everybody shit. I don't have to
You
tell
talk
you
to him
nothing.
about it too. You talk to him about it too. Don't try to
So
leave,
there you
exclude
go.
that part. Don't try to exclude that part. Like you. I said you tell everybody that that's your first love. You do.
No, everybody
Yeah.
probably don't know that. I mean, my exes might
Well,
not
you
know that.
said that though. You said everybody knows
Now
that's
my
my first
friends
love.
do, yes. My friends do. But
Okay,
my
then how do
exes,
your friends know?
no.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
That's what I'm saying. My friends know that because he's around.
How?
But
How
because
do?
that's how
Oh,
we
because he's
met.
just around.
That's how we met.
No, I'm just asking. So he
That's
just hangs
how we
around
met.
you?
That's how me and him met.
What the hell? Oh, so you saying you
And
met
what the
him
fuck
through
do
all
you
your
mean? That's
friends?
how we met.
So you met him while hanging out with all your friends.
No. How you're saying how
Okay,
do
then.
they
So
know
the
this?
friends who were
They
not
know
there,
this
how did they
because
find
that is
out?
how me and him met. Me and him met because we used to date when I was younger.
Okay, fine. I didn't ask you how y'all met each other, right?
You said how would they know? How
Yes,
did it come up?
people 22
It
years
comes up
later.
because that's how we met.
Okay, so people 22 years later
Why do people
are still
know
hitting.
that
Let me
Hemi
finish
was
with the
my
question,
op?
Denise. You just
Hemi
yelling
was
at this
my
point.
op because that's how
Denise,
we met.
let me actually ask you a question and not just talk over people.
No, but
Okay.
what the point is, they wouldn't like James wasn't around, Thought wasn't around. They would only know that because you would be saying
You
that
told
I
me.
was your eye.
Exactly.
If they ask me how I know Hemi,
Right.
how do
So
I
that's
know
what.
Hemi?
Then you told him.
I know Hemi because we used to argue. He was my op.
Fine.
Right. So
And
that
you would
still
be done
don't take
told him
away
that.
from what I said. You tell everybody that was your first love.
So
That's
how
all.
do
That was
you
only
know
my.
this person? But he only comes up because he's still around.
I didn't say how he comes up. I just said you
Yeah,
tell
no one
everybody that
asked
that's
that.
your first love. I
Like,
didn't say
come
how
on
he comes.
now. So what I'm saying is this: I don't care what somebody else. If I'm happy over here, this is me and my husband. We're happy. Okay. Everything else behind me is behind me. I don't care about none of that shit.
How is somebody who's still around behind you? I'm confused now.
Because I don't have no romantic relationships or thoughts or feelings.
I mean,
for this
you
person.
tell everyone, you tell people this is my first love.
That's how we know
let
each
me
other.
finish. Let me finish. Good Lord, you cut everybody off in the middle of them talking. That implies something there. Like I don't know if you think that telling people that someone is your first love has no implications. Do you think that's what it is? Because the
fact
first
that
love
he,
is
well,
special.
I mean, they
The
don't
first love is
necessarily have to know
special.
he was my
You know
first
what I mean?
love. He was definitely the first person I ever dated, though. So it's
And is he not special? Is he not special?
He's my friend, so all of them are special.
No. Then why don't you announce him as the first love for a reason, bro? Come on.
And my first baby daddy. I got a first baby daddy. I got
And
a
you announce
husband.
him as a first baby
I got
daddy
an
for a reason
ex-husband.
because that's
What
who
do
he
you
is.
mean? Like all of these people. This is my ex-husband. This is my baby daddy. This is that. That's who they were to me. That's who they were.
Okay, so let me ask you this:
But
you
guess
first
what?
love.
If this is my husband right now. This is my husband. He's the only title that matters.
No, we have all agreed on that point. Quit bringing it up.
So then everything you're saying
Let's stop
is
running
moot.
in circles.
This is my
It's
husband.
not mute. It's
This
not
is
moot
my
because I
husband.
disagree with you. Me
This is
disagreeing with
my
you don't make my
husband.
opinion mute.
Hey,
Wait, can we agree?
Everything
got
you're
you,
saying,
Denise. Can we agree on the point that me
It's
disagreeing with you
moot.
don't make
It's
my
moot,
so
not
say what
mute.
you're saying. Say what you're
This nigga
saying.
said mute.
Say what
It's
you're
No, I
moot.
said
saying.
moot.
M-O-O-T.
I
It's
said
gonna be
moot.
moot.
That's what I said, brother. I know what
Yeah,
He
moot
said
say
means.
what
mute.
you're saying.
Why
It's
would
gonna
my
be a moot
okay?
point. You're gonna be
Wait a
like,
minute,
this is your first
How
love.
does that even
That's
make sense?
moot.
An opinion
I'm
is
wrong.
mute.
I'm
How does
married.
that make sense? Someone
That's
please
why I
say
thought
it.
I heard that what you
Because
said.
what
No,
you're
that's what you think
saying,
that's what you wanted to hear.
because
I
what
didn't say
you're
that.
saying is
Like you told
outside
Honey, the
of
recording won't lie.
what
Oh,
you're saying
that's a
is
fact. So we
outside
ain't got
of
to go
the
back and forth.
realm.
That's a fact.
What you're saying is outside of the realm of what's going on. If this person is my first love, I am married. If this person is my ex-husband, I am married. If this person is the first person I had sex with, I am married. If this person was the last person I had sex with before I got married, I am married. I
Honey,
am
this all
married.
I'm saying
Fuck
is that
all of
I
that
can
shit.
introduce people. Listen, I can introduce people that I fuck that I hung out with without having to say that they're my first love or I've slept
Oh,
with
I
this
can
person
too,
or
but you asked me
Exactly,
about how
because
do
that
my
has its
friends who
implications.
came around later know about this person. But if
and you
you were
said
to meet
because
him, you wouldn't know that because you're not my fucking friend.
Got you. What's the implications of a
right,
first
that's what
love? Do
I'm
you know
saying.
that?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you would tell me that. I said you tell your friends that that's your first love. So that goes into my
Yeah.
point into why that would have why you would be should be perturbed or why it would be forbidden for them to fuck with them because you're letting them know this is my first love.
I will also let them know that I don't give a fuck about him.
So why do you have to say that's your first love? I just know I've known this man for
Because
a long time.
okay, so hit me. Let me introduce them to them and not tell them none of that shit. And then they get with him, and then they find out that this was the first
You
person
don't
I
give a
slept
fuck
with.
either way.
Hold on. How would they might give a fuck though?
Yo.
They might, just like
They
you
might
might.
give a fuck. They'll be
Hey,
like,
look,
"Why
you
you didn't
might.
tell me you used
Hey,
to date
in the
him?"
same
Hold
way you
on,
might
I
be
ain't trying
telling.
But
to
you
date
you just
somebody
said
you
they
used to
shouldn't.
date.
Hey, in the same way you
But what I'm saying
you
is,
might feel some type
they
of way,
might
even
give
though
a
you
fuck
saying all
that
this right
I
now,
used
because
to
it ain't in
have
your
they
face.
nigga. That I had they nigga. They may not like that. So I'm going to be
I get
a
what you're
front
saying.
that I don't care, and then I'm not gonna set you up and then be like, "Oh yeah, I used to fuck with that nigga." That's
Well,
fucked up as a friend.
well,
No,
I'll
I get
say
what
this,
you're saying.
Denise. If you up front say you don't,
Here on Atlantis Gas Station, 91.9 FM, WCRK, and out there. They're enjoying the music, listening to the coming up right here on 91.9. The Midday Jazz. Roy Ayers and the classic Mystic Boy, the voice of the enemy, from beyond, under the moon and over the stars. The great drummer, Young Rico Scott, and Young Rico with a
I
day
don't
in
know.
a
So
minute.
anyway, like
And
I
ten
said,
for
I
one
will be
minute
upfront
to
with
nine
somebody.
and Eastern at number
I
four
don't know who's talking,
50th
Mel. I think
anniversary
this is somebody's
celebration.
TV or something.
91.9 FM, and that's on Saturday 18th.
then just mute everybody
Oh,
and then
that's my
unmute
radio.
yourself and start
That's my
talking.
radio. My fault.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know who that is. But what I'm
I ain't know
saying is
y'all
that
could
yeah,
hear.
Hey, we kept being quiet for that sound in the
right,
background,
like
trying to
what's going
understand
on?
what it
We
was
can't
saying and
hear.
everything.
But yeah, what I'm saying is that I'm gonna be open to them because why would I set them up?
No,
Like
I
why
get
would I
that.
set them up for that?
That's
They
Now,
honorable.
in the
get
scenario
all the
you giving right
information.
now, Denise, I'll say I can be cool with that. If you saying that up front, you gonna be like, hey, I don't give a damn who gonna mess with this dude, blah blah blah. Then you put it out there, and you have no right at that point to be mad because you've already put it out there. But I think that if you haven't putting it out there yet, and I think that that friend, if they really your friend, they should have approached you before they started that relationship. That's just my, even if things just hit off spontaneously, they should have came and told you about that. Like, hey, yo, this kind of just spontaneously hit off. It ain't something like a plan or nothing like that. I think that a friend does those things. And if they
Yeah,
don't
I
do
can
those things, you have
understand
to
that.
question them
Yeah.
as a friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised with it. That's what I'm saying. I shouldn't be surprised with some shit you know about. You know what I mean?
If we saying that people shouldn't care about exes, then why do we have to be upfront and all? Nobody should just care.
Because it's not the ex that you're concerned about at that point. And I think that's what the
That's
brother
my
kept
point
pointing
from the
out earlier.
beginning.
It's not
That,
the ex that you give a damn
right.
about. It's the
That
friend
was
you
me
care
that was
about.
pointing that out. So that's what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
know.
People do care, right?
Because the
And people
friend
would
might
want to be
the
upfront
what he's
because
saying
they
is that the
Well,
understand that
the
people
now
give a
friend
because you
damn
going
about that shit.
might do that.
yeah, and you as a friend gonna be looking at it like, okay, is he gonna try to date somebody else I'm talking to? You gonna start looking at how they flirt or speak to your friend and stuff like that. Like friends who know me, like this is the way I am, straight up, bro. I don't even look my friends' wives in the eye, bro. I don't. You can ask anybody who knows me. I don't look their wives in the eye. I do the one hand across the shoulder hug with their friends, with their wives, but I'm always completely really polite. That's just me. Why? Because that's my friend. I'm not doing
Respectfully.
anything to hinder that friendship because that's my friend and I understand that's his wife, somebody he cares about. And if he breaks up with her, guess what? She will never ever hear from me. Ever. Because I'm a real friend.
Is y'all still on the phone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just think that resonated with everybody.
Oh no, I didn't
Oh,
even hear him. I'm
I
sorry.
think that having a conversation is the adult thing to do. Like, and be like,
He said, I think that resonated everybody. She said, oh no, I ain't even here.
No, because I
He
was on
had to.
YouTube talking, so I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. So
Hey,
I didn't have an answer for him, so I was just quiet.
Hey,
yeah. No, it might be past the 100 though.
what mail it? I thought you said you was
So
gonna
so
jump
I'm,
on
I'm
it.
so y'all don't think that as a real friend you shouldn't be even concerned with your friend's ex at all? Y'all don't think that's a mark of a real friend who's
Yeah,
unconcerned
I
with your
agree
ex
with that.
and
I
wouldn't even do
agree with that, but
anything?
honey doesn't.
Okay.
She think,
I
Oh,
do. I care about my friends. I'm gonna keep it 100.
yeah. Yeah, but honey don't. She say she think that she should be able to run behind her friend back, never let them know, date their
What
exes,
I said is,
have babies with them and
if
everything.
somebody runs into your ex, if somebody you're married, you're gone, you're whatever, they end up dating somebody, and it's somebody that's your fucking ex, that you should not be fucking concerned. And you should not expect for them to break up with them because you and your motherfucking married ass can't get over who the fuck they fucking.
I would agree with that. They should not
stop
break
putting
up
it
with
on the
them
marriage.
because of you. I agree with you because that's not the concern.
Why you keep trying to put the marriage on the line?
Yeah, it's the
Because it is
friendship
on
that's
the
on the
line
line, not the
when
marriage.
because it
No, it
is
ain't.
on the line when
I am
you're
not even
when the only
me,
thing you're worried about is who
me
might
as a man.
fucking.
I'm not even considering leaving my wife behind this
The
situation.
reason
I'm
why,
not even considering it.
But
as
what I'm
long
saying,
as
the
you
reason why is you're married is because
care
you're
about
already in a
yourself.
relationship for life.
What does that
That's
have to do with
fine,
her
but that
fucking
don't.
friendship?
Because
But
the
listen,
It
listen.
has
difference,
My
nothing to do with
the
marriage
her
ain't got
difference
to
in
friendship.
do.
when you're single and when you're married, you
It
know what I'm
has
saying?
nothing to
The
do with her
difference.
friendship.
My marriage
What
ain't got
does it?
nothing to do. Listen, if
My
I feel
marriage
like a
ain't got nothing to do
motherfucker
with my
snaking me,
friendship.
if I
Okay,
feel like a
good. So why does who they date have something to do with your friendship?
My friendship has something to do between me and my friend,
So why
right?
is who they're dating
Well, look,
affecting
I've
it?
already explained who I am, so you think I'm not going to expect my principles? I'm not going to be expected to be across the board. My principles are my principles. If my principles is I won't even talk to my friend's wife, like everybody know me and Shu been knowing each other forever. I've never picked up a phone, called his wife one time. I've never done anything
Yeah, that's crazy shit.
whatsoever. I've never uh
What does
hugged her
that
with
do
two
with an
arms, my nigga, ever. And the nigga stayed
yeah.
around the corner from me.
You
Never
on
did
some
anything like that, bro.
you on
That's
some
just how I am.
Middle
You
Eastern
know what I'm
type
saying?
shit. You ain't
No,
got to
Hey,
go
hey,
that
you can
far.
say that. You can
person
say that because that's the way I am, bro. Because I know that
No,
I
I
don't want
get
you
you.
to cross that line with me. You feel me? And because I know I don't want you to cross that line with me,
So
I'm gonna
if
treat you
your
the way I
friend
want to be
hug your
treated. You know what I
if
mean?
your friend hug your wife with two arms, that's a boundary cross for you.
If it looks intimate to me, I am gonna look at it. I'm gonna
It's
look.
a it
wait a
may
minute,
be
hold up, wait a
intimate, but
minute,
it's not intimate. Do we
hold
understand
up.
what
No, no,
intimacy
no, no,
is?
no.
No,
I
no,
It's
no,
not
said
no,
my
intimate.
no.
principles. Wait a minute. I
No,
said my principles are my principles, right?
right,
And things
I
that I
got
right.
would
you.
do.
I'm not
Now,
gonna
now
treat
when
your
it comes to the way I particularly act with his wife, as far as does he have to hug her the exact same way I hug his wife? No. My
Oh,
principles are for
okay.
me to follow, right?
Yeah, I
But
thought you
also
said.
at the same time, I'm gonna also be like, hey, look, my friend knows how I am. And with
right.
him knowing the way I am, if he respects me, right, he's gonna at least do his best to temper back his normal way of doing things, right? And that's what
It's
friendship is
called
supposed to be built
boundaries.
off respect,
It's called
right?
boundaries.
Yeah,
Right.
he's
Well,
gonna
that's why
respect
I
my
asked him, was
particular
that a
boundaries.
boundary crosser for
Not
him
not not a it.
if his friend hug his wife with two arms, or if
No,
he look her in the
he's
eyes?
not
Now it
saying that,
depends
but
on if it's intimate or
let's
not.
not pretend
Yeah,
like people don't start stuff off innocently, then they like cross certain lines, and then now you fucking
exactly.
my wife.
No, I
It's
know,
not.
but I
I'm not saying
don't want to
that.
think
I'm
that
not
way with my
saying.
friends. I don't
No,
want to
I'm
think.
not. I'm not saying that. But it's like
No,
if
it
I
ain't about just
listen.
thinking
Hold
that way
up.
with
Wait a minute.
friends. It's across the board.
If I was if now my best friend, like I have her husband's phone number. Okay. The only reason why I have his number, I only call him when if it's an emergency, really, or
Right, right.
if I have the kids and I can't get a hold of her, then I'll call him. But I do not text him. I don't be like, hey, when I see him, I'll be like, hey, bro, what's up? Like, whatever. But I don't call him on a regular, and he's not my friend. That is my best friend's husband. And I'm going to respect that as a boundary. Like, there's a boundary there. So
Exactly.
it's not that it's not that she now if she was like, oh, I won't never give my husband's number, because I mean, really, if something happens and I can't get a hold of you, I'm gonna call your husband, because I know that he, will know what what I'm saying. Y'all
He's
get what I'm
supposed to
saying.
know where you at.
He's
You know what I'm
supposed to
saying?
know where you at. So it's like I treat my friends the way I would want to be treated. So if you come to
Exactly.
my house and you got your ass hanging out in front of my husband, bitch, I'm gonna have a problem with that.
Facts.
Because out of respect for me, you shouldn't be coming around my husband dressed like that. That doesn't mean that he's gonna fuck you or I'm afraid he wants to fuck you. It's just a respect thing.
And I think the same applies to, especially as a man,
What you
when I
mean got
see
her
when I
ass
see
out?
that.
Like,
What,
what you mean?
oh,
Is that how she dress on a regular?
even if she dressed like that on the regular, you don't come to my goddamn house like that.
You can't
Respect me. It's about the respect for me. How you my friend and you don't respect me?
If I come to your motherfucking house and
Right.
put my fucking shoes on your damn table and fucking piss in
That's
your
different. That's
you gonna
different.
be
Hey,
mad,
listen,
right?
I don't
like
think
I
That's
that's
told
different.
y'all before,
it's still disrespect.
That's
It's
different,
if
yo.
disrespect.
you feel some type of way, I'm saying fuck the friendship. That's it. If it's my chance at being happy, fuck you, and I'm gonna go be happy.
Well, we know you're selfish. Thank you.
We
That's
understand
not selfish.
I'm just messing
Why
with you,
should my
Denise. Don't
happiness
respond to
be
that.
predicated on your happiness or
why
how
is
you
that
feel
happening?
about who I'm with?
Why
If
is
you
that
have an
happening?
issue with who I'm with, I'm going to leave you the fuck alone.
Yeah, but friends have issues with their friends' significant others all the time. We know that. We not gonna act like that don't happen. Whether it be an ex or somebody that they
Respect their marriage,
just met or
bro.
whatever.
I still respect my
And I'm
friend's
gonna leave
marriage
you
and relationship.
alone.
You gonna leave your friend alone? Your friend,
Absolutely. If
oh,
this is who the fuck
would
I
you?
want
Okay,
to be with, this is the person who I want to be with. Your ass is not about to be over who the fuck I feel like is going to make me happy. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't give a fuck what you like. You not fucking this nigga. I am.
do you care about how your siblings or your
Like, what are
parents
you
feel?
talking about?
Do you care about how your
Nobody
family?
does. When you love
But are you
somebody
gonna?
and you
So
want to
are
be
you?
with somebody, you do not give a fuck about the outside fucking
I'm
world.
not
You just
saying. I'm
don't.
talking about the fact that you said you're gonna stop being their friend just because
Yeah, I'm gonna stop
they
fucking
don't
with you.
think that's good for
Exactly.
you.
Yes, have a good day.
So
If
then when
it
shit
bothers
don't,
you so much, if my relationship bothers you that much that you can't be my friend, you're gonna have to step. I'm not gonna
nah,
end my relationship
I just
because
think
you have a
sometimes
problem.
friends want the best for their friends, right? Just like
Or
mothers
they
want the
could
best
be
for their
hating.
children. It could be that but I'm not
Okay,
talking
so
about in
guess
the
what?
sense.
Have a good day. If you don't like it, oh well.
I'm not talking about in the sense where it's some hate and shit. I'm talking about where it's just general concern. Like, I mean, genuine concern. Like, hey, I don't think this person may be good for you based on like shit you may be telling them, about how buddy treating you or whatever.
But
That
guess
I don't think you
what?
should.
Do you
I don't
not
think you
think
should
that me
stop
and
being.
Lindsay don't have this conversation? Lindsay don't like half the people who I fuck with.
And y'all still
And
friends. That's
she
what I'm
hold
saying.
on, hold on. And she will tell me that she don't understand. She wouldn't do this. You want to know why? Because she don't have a relationship with them like I do. She sees what she
And
sees,
y'all are still
right?
friends,
And she has an issue with it, okay. Right. And we're still friends. But what I'm
right?
talking about is if you are here, because we're online, if you're physically here, and every time I call my friend, you got an issue with who the fuck I'm fucking with, bitch, have a good I'm not fucking with you.
No, they would. I'm saying if they have nobody just gonna just regular.
I'm not
Well,
fucking
that's
with
hate
you.
if they just have an issue with the nigga and they don't know nothing about them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't complaining, you ain't nothing. They just saying, oh, you. But if you're telling them things that may not be, and they don't feel like dude is good enough for you, or he's not right for you, or whatever, he mistreats you or whatever, I don't think
Well,
you should not be
now,
friends with people
But
because
see,
of
one
that.
now
thing
we're
I would
talking
never
about
do.
something that's different because as Denise's friend, even if I don't like them, I'm still going to respect it. If you're going to be disrespectful to the point where it's like now you're making my relationship an issue in our friendship, and this is, not talking about what we were talking about earlier, but like if I don't like that person, you may know I don't like them, but I'm not going to be like, well, every time you call them, why you keep fucking with him? Why you keep doing this? Why do you keep doing? I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Now,
Nah, that
if
ain't
he
the
does
scenario I
something
was
to
saying. I
you,
was just saying that
wait a minute,
sometimes.
come on, bro. If he does something to you and he keeps doing the same thing, then I might be like, yeah, this is starting to get redundant. Like, what is going on?
Right, right,
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
right.
But if you stop fucking with me because you feel like I'm attacking you about your relationship, I'm gonna respect it. Period.
I just think
Well,
that's
that's what
I'm
I'm
fucked up to
saying.
cut
Like,
your friends off just because they don't think somebody is good for
but
you.
but
Like,
sometimes you
right,
have
but
because
you're
what
saying,
happens
but you're
when the
not saying the same
relationship
thing
don't
the other
last?
way around. You're saying it in the one way if I'm the person with the man. You don't
I
feel like
didn't
I
say
should
cut.
stop fucking with people, but the
I
other
didn't
way
say stop
around.
fucking with your
But if
friend the
you're
other way
looking at
around either.
somebody, but it is because you're like, well, I understand that. Yeah, you don't want to be around them. They dating
I did
somebody you
not.
don't want to be
I
with.
never said stop. Denise, I said time and time again, that the person would not stop being my friend. I just think the dynamic would be weird. I kept saying it over and over again. I never.
yeah.
Lindsay said he would stop being a friend. Jane said he would stop being a friend. I never said that. I just said
I
the
didn't say
dynamic
I'd
would
stop
be
being a
weird.
friend. I said I'd only stop being a friend if I reevaluated our relationship
Right,
and thought I seen him as being jealous. That's
right,
the only
right,
way. But if I didn't see
right,
him that way, I'd just be like, oh, whatever. I don't care.
right. But I never said I would stop being the person's friend. I just said the dynamic would be weird.
It might take some
And I think nobody can disagree with that.
to get
Now,
adjusted
to
to it.
me, I
Like,
feel like now what Dane said because he's not over here, so I'll just say his comment. He said that it would be weird, like y'all said, with having somebody around that they didn't want to be around, like where you constantly have to kick it with your ex, right?
right.
But then
Mhm.
also if the ex themselves weren't as healed as you, because you're married, they're not.
Right, right.
So if they come around and they doing weird shit like trying to do inside jokes,
Right.
get to talking about shit like that,
Which gonna happen.
That
Right.
now
that
that there can have a problem because
But be honest, when will the inside jokes not happen? Even if y'all two as friends make an inside joke about his ass, right? Because y'all have that. They can make an inside joke about something they don't like about your ass. It's too many
right,
dynamics that just go wrong in that
but that
And
should
that's
be
situation.
why I
okay.
keep
To where
saying the
most people
I'm
just
dynamic
like,
will
gonna
but
be
that should be
be
okay.
like,
That's
I'd rather
if
stay
they're
away
together.
from it. Most people would just rather stay away from it than go through that. That's all we
I
saying.
think it's a lot. I think the
Cause I'm
focus
an
on
asshole. I'm
my
gonna make the joke.
friendship
You
is
know what
what
I'm saying?
care for me. I care about my friendship. If I'm not fucking with you no more, but it complicates the relationship, you gotta consider everything, not just the fact that they love each other and they want to be married. Like how do we interact now? Is the ex over me? Like there's so many different ways that shit could go for real.
And like I said, I'm an asshole. So if I'm the nigga that messed with both of y'all, oh yeah. You say something out of line that's gonna make me mad, I'm gonna be like, that's why I stopped fucking with you in the first place. It got me something better right in front
I
of her. You
I
know what I'm
really
saying?
say those things. I really do.
Now
Yeah.
I would. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's because you're emotional.
No. Well, if you feel that
That's
way, that's fine. I don't care. But
that's some
my my
emotional shit.
my stance,
Fuck that.
no, it ain't that. It's the stance of you came for me, right? And my stance is I'm all about respect. If you disrespect me, I have every right to cross that line and disrespect you. And
But
if
do
you
you
didn't
have
feel, and if you didn't want it, don't start it. And
do
I'll
you
yield there.
have discernment though, or do you feel like you should always behave in that manner?
Say that again.
Do you have discernment? Like there's a time.
No, of course it is.
Okay.
Like even if you tried to rile me up right now, it would be kind of almost impossible for you to do it right now. I'm just not even in the mood to be riled up.
Lies.
Okay.
I ain't trying to rile nobody up. I ain't got this. I'm just not even in that.
Well, unless Denise called me a bitch, then I'm gonna have to get riled up. You know?
What did I tell you?
Yeah, this conversation is very
Love y'all. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, because I think it was enjoyable.
Oh,
I think
good shit.
people enjoy it.
We have fun.
y'all kind of piss me off though, but it's okay. I'm used
You
to it.
always pissed off.
Everybody gonna leave
You
these
piss me off
conversations.
too,
Somebody gonna be
yeah.
mad. You know what I mean?
Always pissed off.
Yeah, you can't have opinionated conversations and somebody don't walk away mad.
What you be pissed off for? It's all love. We're all family.
Shut your ass up.
Family.
We in the building.
Night train
We
on
in
the
the
track.
building.
It's the bar.
The bar?
Yeah, and I reloaded my clip.
And all new people, it be ready. What the business
Hey, we got
is?
sultry and sassy, scientific and pseudo, religious and ambitious. Come give us your opinions. At the bar, reloaded.
What the business
We in
is?
the building.
We in the building?
At the bar, reloaded.
What the business
We in
is?
the building.
We in the building?